You're now listening to MEME. MEME. You're now listening to MEME. Yeah, yeah. MEME.
This is the I Love Sex Network, and you're now listening to the MEME-Podcast, where MEME stands for music, movies, improvs, everyone must envy. Where we make memes on air. We're the only podcast that memeifies and discusses Black entertainment, past, present, and non-existent, that you need to love and respect for the purpose of you appreciating the culture more and us pushing the culture forward. I am your host, Kim Anu, not Key.
And I am Feezus.
And I am Hater Damas.
First he was
all the
Kundalini.
Now he is
Hater Damas.
Hey, I need an encore, y'all. You should welcome us back.
You want a ball till you fall?
I can help you with that.
You want beef?
If
If you want to smoke.
If you want smoke, I can let a slug melt in your
Cap.
Because I'm a wild barbarian. Too hard, I'm scaring them. Pause. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To the place we all started from.
And we are the Supreme Meme Team. This is the season premiere of season 8, where we show you why we're great. This is meme number 86, entitled, "We would like to thank us." Hashtag Mal gone, Rory gone, who but us? Hashtag y'all wouldn't be together if it wasn't for Fee. Hashtag you
But it's true.
We'll still be in season 3, struggling. What show should we do next? I don't know.
I heard Kanye coming.
Hashtag, you see what we mean. Hashtag, it's just meme against the world, baby.
Meme against the world.
I got nothing to lose. It's just meme against the world. It's just meme against the world.
Meme against the world.
Hashtag, all eyes on meme.
All eyes on meme.
Hashtag, we are the reason for the season. So you can find us on Spotify.
Wait, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
One
Sir.
more. Hashtag street memes are made of these.
And who am I to disagree?
A drug dealer's destiny is reaching a key.
Everybody's looking for something.
And that something is meme.
Yes. Let me say street dreams are made of memes. Was that what you just said?
I said street dream. I said street
memes.
memes.
Okay, street memes are made of these. Let me put that down so I can remember when he closed the show out. Street memes are made of these.
I
All right.
thought of that.
Good job, sir.
I had a couple on that list.
You did.
Thank you.
Let's look at this. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Because if it wasn't
No,
for
no.
you, we would.
Exactly.
Yes.
Give me my flowers.
If it
I got
wasn't
flowers. What did Mad Dog say? Got flowers. Got
your
flowers. I give them here.
Take them.
So you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting season 7 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 6, pre and post shows and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer.
God, niggas trying to riff like me.
My style. Even try to riff like me.
So yeah, topics of the discussion for today. We stopped and the world stopped. Segment 2, what you missed from us and what you missed from us. Hashtag double Aunt Andre. Segment 3, back down memory lane.
I wasn't ready. I would have sung that with you.
Let's go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. back down memory lane.
Hey, good job, guys.
I feel your happiness. I feel your pain. Where am I? Go back down memory lane. So yes, so we can go ahead and jump into it. We are back. Well, we finished season 7, if you didn't notice. We finished season 7, but this is the official reunion show. We made it. Dun, 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 dun. So let's go ahead and get into it. Segment 1, we stopped, and then the world stopped. So we're gonna walk y'all through the nasty.
Oh, it was a bitter break. It was a bitter bitch fest.
It was almost like we had a Spotify deal or something.
So yeah. So Hater Heath was asking about accounting, and I was like, bro, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
I want to talk to you
About
about my money and your books.
And how you keep your books.
And then nigga said, we can talk. Never again.
If you keep talking to me like that, I'm gonna get booked for harm me. Fuck out my face. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Because we got into it.
Yeah, we did get into it.
But we were not into it.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, we were, and I was into it in season 4.
Yes, you were.
Eddie Kang Fee over here. So we're gonna give y'all the tea while we step down February of 2020, right before the world stopped. It was like a calling from Gad.
Not Paul.
Calling from Gad. So we stopped. So let's who wants to break it down?
I'm gonna let you do it because I don't remember really what happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let y'all tell the story.
No, don't let me get to telling tales because you know I'm gonna be dramatic.
Yeah.
He lied! Lied! Fucking lied!
So
It's
I'll go
gonna
ahead.
be some shit involved that didn't actually happen.
Goddamn, Cam shot at one of my kids.
I seen it.
You lied and said I locked you in the car last show to listen to you guys. Locking folks in cars.
That would classify as abuse.
Yes.
You've seen him be a you ain't seen it?
That is the abuse of what you guys
And that's part of the reason why we couldn't get our shit together before. You never stood up for me when it came to this nigga.
No, you don't remember.
You
Never me.
you see me at work. I'm very consistent.
Never meme.
So I'll go ahead and jump it off. So after what is it? We got to season 7. So we got to season 7.
The middle of season 7.
We got to middle of season 7. So I'm gonna go all the way back. So we struggled through season 4. Then we had downtime in season 4 too, right?
We didn't. It wasn't supposed to be downtime. What had happened in season 4 was you said, "Okay, I'm busy. Blah blah blah. You need to step back." So me and Heath needed to run the shows. I came up with some great show ideas, but together we seem to not have the capacity to stay on topic.
Wait,
And
that was the same.
That was Wishing While White and the Neo Soul show, and then those shows will never see the light of day.
I still got them though.
But
I think I have them also.
they need to come up missing like the Mace show.
That's more so I dropped the ball on that. I waited too long to get back to Fishbowl, and they had already deleted the show.
So there wasn't off time. You took some time off and let us do our thing, and our thing obviously ain't the right thing. So
y'all wouldn't be together if it wasn't for Kim.
no.
Well, actually, I think those episodes do need to see the light of day just for the preview of the Jesus Christ podcast.
So I
I'll
step
take
back.
that.
We'll chop it up though.
Yeah.
We'll get the good stuff out of it.
Was there?
It probably was.
Train wreck.
There's some good moments in there somewhere.
Was there?
So yeah, I took a step back because If you don't know, so all the two memes that the memesters that listen to us,
They sitting right here.
I heard it.
so
Refresh my memory.
so behind the scenes, with the artwork, the setup, getting the sound right, the video, to getting all the stuff up on YouTube, and back then it was just the audio for the most part. Editing the shows. The homie over here with the reckless mouth having to do a lot of editing, get us canceled.
Nigga, you knew what it was when you chose me.
So if we doing a 3-hour show, I got to sit and listen to, for the most part, all 3 hours to make sure I get everything out that don't need to be there. Uploading it onto SoundCloud at the time, Spotify, getting the social media spots, getting all our content on social media. So it took a toll on me with, and then pretty much just producing the show, you know, making sure everything falls into pocket. There's some order and things like that, making sure we stay on topic. It gets a bit
taxing.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So season 4. So season 4, I'm like, I'm gonna take a step back, and also on top of that, I'm doing research. I'm listening, and now I'll just jump now and then go back. Now I just feed off of their energy. I'll have a little bit of notes, and I just feed off of them. But back then, I would have pages of notes because it's like, hey, I want to get in the conversation too. I discovered X, Y, Z, da da da. So I pretty much was doing all of that back then. And I took a step back and was like, hey, I'm burnt out. You know, you guys do the show. I'm gonna be there still, but y'all put the shows together, and they did 2 shows.
Niggas is trash.
They did 2 shows, and it was like, woo, but
Well, I wouldn't say they were trash. We basically fit like 6 shows into 2.
'Tis true. We did all 6 seasons of the series of Wishing While White
in one
episode. And the D'Angelo show turned into
a whole different
aquarium episode.
Yeah. So I jumped back on board, slowed down a little bit, and then we get into season 6 when I pulled y'all to the side and was like, hey, you know, we've been doing this for 3 years. We ain't making no bread. I'm not just gonna keep doing this. This is gonna just be a hobby. I'm not posting this shit no more. I'm not gonna be doing XYZ because this is just a hobby. We just getting together, spend hours and hours, do a show, and then I'm putting the stuff up, but it's like I need assistance with trying to monetize, get a LLC, get a bank account so we can pool the money together. So it got to the point where it's like, hey man, this is just a hobby. I'm not gonna take this as serious no more. And then we had the meeting with the homies, Squad Part 2.
That was a travesty.
Hey guys.
I apologize for my hand in that because that was all me.
So we had the meeting. They didn't know why they were there.
They did not know why they were there. And
I was pissed off on the strength of that.
There were multiple reasons why nobody knew they were there, but I'll take the blame for that.
So we had the meeting, and it's like, as she said, it was a travesty. So it pretty much carried out the same way as before. So we get to season 7. We had season 7 mapped out. I remember it got to the point where we were supposed to do the Bad Boys 2 movie. Christ over here didn't show up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
what happened.
That was the day. Shout out to Booby Fassay, but that was the day that shit hit the fan.
I don't remember.
He doesn't remember anything.
Like, can we get a date on that one?
He wants a date, but
nigga, that
like
was
you gonna remember the day.
That was 2 years ago.
No, that was.
It was. Okay, let me try to change this up. Give me a month.
It was like January last year. February last year. That's when we pretty much stopped.
Oh, last year?
Yeah, 2020. We were supposed to do the Bad Boys 2. I think the first time I think you didn't show, so it was like I didn't watch this goddamn movie. And then it's like the next week, I think he missed 2 weeks. Did he miss 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Because it was like the first week I was like, okay, cool, we'll just do it next week. And then the next week he didn't show up, and I was like, man, fuck it, we just gonna do fuck that show. We're gonna do. I think we did Bout It or something like that.
Yeah.
Was he on Bout It?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about it.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, you were just like, okay, we're gonna scrap the Bad Boys trilogy.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
We need to get this goddamn season over with. I'm done.
yeah.
So yeah, at that point I was like, man, fuck it. Same. It was the same
Cycle.
Yeah, the same cycle patterns. And I was pretty much like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep, let's just go ahead and stop doing the show. And we stopped doing the show after the I'm Bout It show. So the I'm Bout It show, that was the last show we did.
So our last episode was about it.
And he wasn't about it.
We stopped being about it.
Right. So
Could you say that the show stopped all over a hoe ass move?
hoe moves.
I'm still trying to bring that company to life.
hoe moves. So
What's up? Oh, slick slits.
oh man, the ideas that we've come up with, or Fee come up with.
No, that was him with the slicks.
Slick slits. Oh, okay, that was him. Okay. So we did the show, stopped doing it. I was pretty much done. I'm like, we ain't doing this shit no more. There ain't gonna be no, we're gonna come back around down the line. I'm like, we done. So right after that, right after that, I started like, okay, I'm gonna do my own podcast, which I was already pushing away to I was doing the Hymns podcast and was incorporating it into the MEME podcast. So I was always attempting to, instead of just doing something totally separate, I wanted to create something that would fuse in with the MEME podcast. So I started doing the hymns before we stopped. And then when we stopped, I was pretty much like, okay, now it's time for me to just do my own thing. Let me level up, get new equipment, and get a whole different show with a whole different platform. I didn't want it to mimic the MEME podcast. So around spring, I created Space is the Place. So I have, as you see with the ASE, Ashe, Space is the Place, SPASE, Alien Art, Spiritual Slang, Electric Ego. That's what the hat means. So I started Space is the Place, got the LLC, got the bank account, mapped out the shows, put the show together, the aim and the purpose, and started to got the equipment, upgraded the equipment, and started doing my own podcast. So with the first show that I did, Space is the Place, I took a jab at the homies with the MEME-Podcast, and I was the first episode I was talking about the history, because there was a lot of shifts that were going on in my life from the job to I Love Sex, which is the
But did you stop fucking? You dead at I Love Sex, but did you stop fucking? Did you dead fucking?
No, I actually transformed the energy into Space is the Place, because I was like, okay, I was
Try to dance around that one.
So you can never kill the energy. You have to transmute it if you know what you're doing. So I spent, so the job situation was happening. There was a lot of shifts going on. COVID popped off. COVID-19 popped off. So it was like, okay, there's a lot of transformation. If you understand what death is, transformation. So it was like, okay, job situation, it's time to shift that. I Love Sex, we've been doing that for 10 plus years. We're going into the 2020s, the soaring 20s. So we need to transition and transform that energy into something else, which became Space is the Place. And then on the show, I said, hey, the MEME podcast was a part of that transition. So I had to dead, and these were my exact words, I said I had to dead the MEME podcast. I don't know if I didn't go into detail because that wasn't the purpose for that show. I did hint toward, certain things that was going on. So we spoke afterwards. He heard the first show. You heard the first show.
You goddamn right. And you got a scathing text message from me.
Fuck you, me.
I ain't shit.
Bitch, I'll be at your house tonight.
Please open the door.
I got access. You ain't got to open the fucking door for me. I'll let myself in.
So I apologize. Well, I apologize to me and him spoke, and he heard it, and then I had, explained, the context as to why I put it in that manner or said it in that manner. So I apologize to the homie. So being that you guys are both here, I want to say I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You knew.
No.
Why you have that already queued up, ready to go?
Damn, is it still on here? No, it's not. I don't think it is. Let me look.
For the things I've done. It's about mama. I'm sorry.
Why this hoe still on here?
Oh.
What could be better, bitch? Why is that hoe still on here? I get it real quick.
Timeless classic.
Let me get it.
Because what could be better than an apology from a man who does no wrong?
Who was the? I'm sorry. Which show was that?
That was a Facebook post.
No, I'm saying which show were we putting it on?
Oh, that was Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah, there you go.
And that was Tariq.
I got it.
And that was Tariq.
I don't remember that being that goddamn long. This must be like the whole shit.
Oh, you did chop that shit up.
Well, because he apologized to a lot of people. A lot of people.
So, here it goes.
There's revised. There you go. That's the right one. There's the one. Here it is.
I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done. To my mother, I'm sorry. Oh.
So to my sister Fee, I'm sorry for what I said on that podcast about the MEME podcast. To my brother, I'm sorry for what I said on the podcast.
Hashtag no button.
No button.
It's just too little.
No, that says no button because he didn't apologize.
He just kept explaining why his perspective and why he did things was correct.
I'm just trying to find out how he got an apology. And I had to wait 1.5 years for mine. And you talk to me every day.
Well, because we spoke and he brought it up after that.
You got a text message from me.
I don't remember that text message. Yeah, pull it up since you got receipts. This is where the lies come in.
You gotta go back like 17 years ago. Find that goddamn text message.
No, it's in the it's in my old phone.
So you gotta call AT&T and get the file.
No. If I knew I needed to come with my old phone today, I'd have had it pulled up right along with them fucking receipts from the AZ and Core Mega albums. It's all around the same fucking time.
So you introduced her to AZ and Core Mega and broke the podcast up and distance at the same time and all in the same time period. You were doing a lot, sir. It's hard enough to get her to listen to Nas.
I mean, come on.
And now you got her listen to AZ and Core Mega and they said fuck the podcast. Goddamn. I understand your anger.
Thank you.
Let's hear your account. Let's go with what you heard and what you remember.
What I heard.
Because
I heard.
We're not gonna tell that story.
Okay.
Because what you hear, you don't be hearing.
What you hear, you don't be hearing.
Same shit for you.
No, I'll be hearing.
Nah.
Damn, I'll be breaking.
I'll say something and he'll be like, "Oh, so you saying I'm just a broke ass nigga now?"
Oh no, I'll be playing. That's me playing around. That's just me having fun. Because I do that with everybody. I did that with Aunt Tracy a couple of weeks ago. She was like, "Oh, you're beneath me," and I was like, "Oh, so you calling me a peasant?" She's like, "I didn't say that. That's what you said." So
you want to know what I heard or what I felt? Or none of
it's gonna be the same.
It's gonna be I want to know what you felt you heard.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't recall exactly.
So you started off wrong.
What I heard.
I don't know, man.
Nope. See, here's how I know that I heard something fucked up. I was playing fucking Wolfenstein, right? So that's my shit right now. That's my jammy jam. I just got into it, and I was sitting on the couch listening to Spaces the Place, whatever the fuck.
Don't be disrespecting my show.
Nigga, you disrespected us.
No, I didn't.
So I was playing and listening to it on the Spoodafoo, and this nigga talking about us. This nigga is talking about us.
What'd I say?
Paused it, sent you a text message, didn't get a response, and was like, fuck it, I'm not talking to this nigga no more. And
all I said was I had to dead the podcast.
like, these niggas is moving weird. Like, it was some shit along those lines. So
I think he called me a fuck nigga.
Memebers, y'all go listen to Spaces the Place. Listen to all of the episodes, but
Free promotion.
But also make sure y'all listen to Spaces the Place #1, the story of Sun Ra, and y'all will hear the story of the meme as well.
Well, I didn't get the story. Like I said, I just said, hey, I had to dead I Love Sex, had to dead my job, and then I said I had to dead the MEME podcast. And pretty much what I just said in regards to the stuff that was going on, that I just broke it down like that, but I didn't go into detail. I just said, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Taxing, I didn't use those words, but taxing. And that was it. So I didn't say, yeah, they was some hoes, saying niggas don't want to do shit. I didn't say none of that. I didn't say nothing like that.
I read in between the lines, and I felt some jabs were taken.
Talking all that jazz.
I felt like you wanted me to show up or you needed to show up, but hands needed to be thrown.
Across America.
Bitches. This wasn't the time for me to cook you a meal and have a nice conversation with you. This was a nigga, I'm mad. Shout out to James Brown.
But I ain't stressing.
But that's what I heard is these niggas moving funny. They lazy. I can't get Heath to show the fuck up. I can't get Fee to shut the fuck up. It was
a lot going on.
My life is in shambles and I can't get these niggas to act right.
It's funny how people filter things. Interesting.
How people filter things. All I said was I did the podcast.
Right. So it is what it is. So I did the show. We spoke. We started talking about the podcast. He brought it up. I apologized to him. And like I said, I think I did apologize because y'all came because it was the crew was here when I did the second show because he was on.
Oh yeah, you did give an apology.
Yeah.
me look.
I'm trying to remember. I was like, I could have sworn like you were there when he apologized.
It was facing this way.
Yeah.
And me and Ronnie was at the table. Mm-hmm. And me and Ronnie was laughing about something, and you told us to be quiet because y'all was getting ready to record. But before y'all started recording, you did apologize. But if you know me, you know I don't give a fuck about none of that. Your shit was public, so your apology also needs to be as such.
Yeah, that's why I said, that's why I just apologized for
I'm saying.
Why you guys were here on public record.
But that's why I'm dismissing that apology because I don't want apology in public. I mean, in private, if you diss me in public.
Okay.
Sorry. I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done.
Give me that sister
to
shit.
my mother, I'm sorry. Oh.
All right. So yeah, then we had the so I move on with the podcast. Then probably like was that probably like December, January, February. I know when did the Joe Budden situation happen with Rory and Maul? When was that?
Like around January, February, yeah.
Okay. You can walk us through that, sir.
Well, what happened with them? Jesus. All right.
Well, you ain't got to go through the whole story. Well, in regards to how it ties into the conversation that we had, or what all of us had, as it pertained to Juice Buds.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm trying to combine everything together. So without telling the whole story about the Joe Budden shit, as that stuff was going on, there was a lot of rumors about what caused the breakup of the Joe Budden podcast between Rory and Joe. So as they kept getting deeper and deeper into it, I started to understand Joe's perspective, because he was basically saying, y'all get paid this amount of money just to do the podcast. You don't handle none of the business stuff. And you're not taking the losses. So what I took it as was Joe was pulling money from his other projects to fund the Joe Budden podcast, which is why he didn't want to show the books. So needed to say all that stuff. Once I saw it from his perspective, it made me understand Ken's perspective more about what was going on. Like, we were just basically showing up, but we felt like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I. My apologies. So I felt like I was just showing up and not contributing on the back end, but wanted to claim ownership of something. So that's why I called him and apologized. I was like, now I understand it from your perspective. All the stuff you had to do on the back end while we were just showing up when I wanted to.
But it's like you were just showing up to do the show as well.
When I got in, what did I say I was going to do?
She did say she was going to talk her shit
and leave. I said I was going to show up, talk my shit, be a fundage if needed. But that technology shit, all that setting up, all the notes, all that blah, 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 that rah-rah shit, I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I wasn't with it. And I stuck to what I said.
She was consistent. So even though I said we, I should still say we, but I am the one that was supposed to be more helpful.
So while y'all are out here giving apologies, I ain't about that life. I said what I said. And I did what I said I was going to do. I brought what I said I was going to bring, but I guess I do owe an apology because we all family and whatever and whatnot. I did not feel like, you know what? I see this nigga going through a lot. Like, I know personally what this nigga's going through. We talk every day, if not see each other on a regular basis. Let me be a better person and see what I can do to help. I did not. Because I love you, but I don't give a fuck. Like, that ain't got shit to do with me. So, nigga, hit the button because I'm not gonna say that shit.
For the things I've done to my mother, I'm sorry. Oh.
To Kimmy. Yeah, I know personally what it was that you were dealing with and going through. Again, as best friends, I should have been a better friend. So, it tastes funny about to come out, don't it?
Yeah.
I was wrong in how I treated not just you, but the Meme Podcast. I was wrong in how I treated you inside of the Meme Podcast.
What did you do to me?
You know what I did. We were all there. I made it harder. My reckless mouth. Before we reconvened, before school became a part of how I structured my thoughts, I made it harder on everybody as far as having to go back, listen to the shows, re-listen to shows before shows could be put out. because I didn't really ever take notes, my thought patterns and processes changed quite frequently, and y'all would have to try to keep up. So I was wrong, and I apologize. But members, hear me when I say this. If I owe you apology, or if you feel like I owe you apology, you better come get that shit in blood, because I'll never.
Take it back in blood.
I'll never fucking apologize to anybody outside of this room that ain't my children. If you feel like I apologize or I owe you an apology, I feel sorry for you, because you'll never get it.
Fee Shiesty, that's my dog. But Fee, you know I'm really shiesty.
You'll never get it, but my bad, homie.
If a nigga's killer ain't dead, you should wear no RIP shirt.
And y'all know I think I'm cute all of a sudden, so if I gotta smack a bitch, I'ma make it look sexy.
Shout out to episode 1. Good job with that tie in there.
You're welcome.
Boom.
Layers.
So yeah, so boom.
We
Boom.
cool. We cool.
Meme is back. Stronger than ever.
In effect mode.
Back to get wrecked.
All respect to those who break their necks to keep their hoes in check. Cause oh, they sweat a brother majorly.
And I don't know why
your girl keeps paging me.
Meme.
Oh,
Look at him.
Keep doing that.
I shall.
So at the same time, when Hater Heath gave me the call and he understood, you know, just listening to Joe Budden and the whole Rory and Maul situation. At the same time, me and Fee were having conversations about what the meme brought to the culture, which sparked on both ends. I can pretty much say on both ends, it sparked the motivation and the fuel to get back into it, because, you know, we was running down the list like, oh, you know, we did this show. Remember this show? Man, we did this show. We did this show.
You
we
know
did
what?
This show.
Y'all really, we need to thank your mom, because before you and I started having conversations about the MEME podcast and you, all of us doing the group calls again, your mom called me and was like, yo, you should call Chris. And, you know, everybody was this, and the third when y'all was doing the meme and every, you know, and so your mom was like, oh, that bond was awesome. And so we need to also thank Cherry Moon for dropping that little seed.
Shout out to Cherry Moon.
So shout out to you, Mom. Love you.
So yeah, so we were talking and going down the list, like all the shows that we did, and, you know, just what we did for the culture, because that's what this show is about, you know. And we have the Push Our Culture First and Forward initiative. Let me speak on that real quick, because we don't give it any shine. So, as I've said on previous shows, a long time ago, it's been a while since we spoke on the Push Our Culture First initiative. So our history and legacy will forever live on. With that said, it's up to us to preserve, unify, shift, and honor our culture first and push it forward. While everyone is focusing on and attempting to keep up with what's current, we are focusing on our rich history. And as I've said in the past, if the internet was around as it is now in the 80s and 90s, we would be the go-to source for content and entertainment. So PUSH is an acronym for preserve, unify, shift, and honor. Push our culture first. So as one of the, as I say on every show, now I say this on every show. So the, let me see, where is it at?
Where is it?
Where is that?
So we're the only podcast that memeifies and discusses Black entertainment, past, present, and non-existence, that you need to love and respect for the purpose of you appreciating the culture more and us pushing the culture forward. So I say that on every meme that we do to, you know, bring home the aim and the purpose for the show, which ties into the Push Our Culture First and Push Our Culture Forward initiative. So so we're running down the list of all the stuff that we've spoken about on shows from season 1 all the way up to season 7.5. So that fueled the fire to start talking about doing a reunion show. We weren't talking about, hey, let's just get back into it and just start doing show after show after show. It was like, hey, let's just do a reunion show, because we did contribute a lot to the culture and we provided a great deal of information. So at the same time, Christ gives me the call. We speak. I think all three of us was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all three of us were on the phone, and then we was like, yo, me and Fee were just talking about, boom, this episode. It's like, hey, let's do a reunion episode. And this was what, 3 months ago?
I want to say around 3 months ago, if not
May,
4.
In May, June?
What is
Or
we
like-
in?
Like
We in
August.
August. So I want to say around May.
Yeah.
Because this all came about right before the boy graduated.
That's right, because we did the
So about 4.5 months ago, almost 5. Yeah.
so that was back then. So then, because like I said, we were just going to do a reunion show. So we started talking about the reunion show. Then that turned into like, we need to finish season 7. No, then it was like, yeah, we need to just start doing shows again. And it was like, let's just jump into season 8, because we stopped at the middle of season 7. It was like, nah, we got to do the right thing and finish out season 7 first.
Do the right thing.
Exactly.
Another episode I was not on.
So yeah, so
Didn't you go to Galveston that time?
Yes, I did.
So
Very peaceful time. I remember that. Anyway, continue.
I was like, yeah, we need to finish season 7. Then we, created a plan to work our way up to this show, and here we are. So, so from that, we was like, hey, let's just start doing what we've been doing, continue to give to the culture, as well as have fun, because we are the MEME podcast. We can't just be giving facts and backstories. We got to make, have fun with it. But with all this new equipment, the video, if you know what we were doing in the past with the cheap video camera that we had, just trying to do with what we had, with the microphones that we had, with the mixer that we had. So all this stuff was from me, just upgrading, like, hey, I want to have do better quality. So I'm like, hey, let's take advantage of this technology and, really take the MEME podcast to the next level. So that was what happened, the transitions, and then the coming back together for this show. So that was that's the T in regards to why you didn't see the MEME podcast for about a year and some change. And, like we just fell off the face of the earth, but now we've reconciled. We've made amends.
It ain't like we fell off the edge of the earth. I mean, we got real lives outside of the MEME podcast. Everybody has things outside of the MEME podcast that they are pursuing.
Right.
And sometimes you gotta put that before.
Right.
You can't get better until you get better.
Double Aunt Andre.
I see what you did there.
Everybody's got, everybody got something. Everybody got something going on outside of the MEME podcast that has to take precedence, like your mental health first and foremost.
Right.
He needed a break.
Understood.
I needed to start pursuing my degree. You needed to get your mental health together.
Now, I will say this. What did I always say the podcast was?
A place for you to get your bars off.
Yes. So where did I get my bars off for a year and a half? At work, of course. Come on.
No, I can't. I was gonna say that, but then I was like,
No. Remember, this is when you left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I left you.
Yeah. I had to go to another city.
I am pursuing other things.
That's why I gave you the...
Look, I am pursuing other things. I'm trying to be a better woman just in general. So I'm glad that the meme, even though I wasn't at the time and I gave a lot of bullshit about it, I was glad that the meme disbanded for a while. Look at me. I own a house now.
Facts. So when you start taking this, you start packing this up again.
Right. Hey, if you shut this shit down again, nigga, I might just own Fort Worth. I don't. Ain't no telling.
I just keep leveling up every time. Every time I leave.
Yeah, the Christ over here then leveled up. He lived downtown
This
overlooking the
nigga
city.
lives
Downtown, bud.
Well,
14th floor, bud.
he moved on up
to the east side
to a deluxe
apartment
in the sky.
High. Oh, moving on up now. Yes, that did happen, and I got the new car,
Got the new whip.
Right.
Let it whip. Yeah,
This nigga
All
has
the goddamn equipment, bud.
got all. I remember when you told me how much this rounded out to be.
Yeah.
But this nigga, I mean, he stepped up his technology game. Like
So we all did good.
it wasn't wanted, but it was needed.
Facts.
Boom.
And here we are.
Back together like we never left.
So we can go ahead and get into what you missed from us and what you missed from us. Hashtag double Aunt Andre.
I bet you Aunt Andre missed us.
He did. She did. It did. So I'm gonna run down the list. So in our absence, there was a lot of movies, music, and one rant that happened that relates to comedy that happened to where if we were still going, we definitely would have done shows on these things. So I'm gonna run down a list and then we'll talk about the key things as well as hip hop deaths or just deaths in general that happened on things that we would have spoken about. So let me run down the list real quick. So Lovecraft Country, American Skin, Coming to America 2. Judas and the Black Messiah, Soul, Billie Holiday, One Night in Miami, Black is King, King's Disease, A Written Testimony with Jay Electronica and Jay-Z, the Dave Chappelle rant, Without Remorse, Underground Railroad, The Five Bloods, and Tenet.
Hey, this nigga bothered me for a whole year about, is it on here? Can we watch it on here? Is it on here? Can we watch it on here? We watched that movie and was mad.
Like watch half the movie, cut it off, and then like watch it again or watch the other half the next day.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Niggas was so mad we went to sleep.
They paid $20 for that. $20.
You know what was better than Tenet? That $5 movie we paid for with Lorraine's
Tate.
Yeah.
Not Tots.
Tate.
That's cool. Hey, that $20 for Tenet.
You want your money back?
No, it was a part of that bread that I spent for all this equipment for the write-off.
Oh, okay.
That $20 was in there.
Hey, you need to call M.E.M.E and get your money back.
I'm still waiting on that bread from the IRS.
Yeah.
So that's the so we'll start with that and then we'll go into the deaths that took place last year. So off top, Coming to America 2.
No, why is that the top?
Okay, we're gonna do that last.
Didn't you name other movies before?
No, I just highlight the ones that we would have done.
So we would have done Coming to America 2, but when I'm telling you we would have roasted this shit, we would have set Eddie ass aflame, being as though
Pause.
we did Vampire in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
We did Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
But did we set that up leading up to Coming to America?
We really did.
Right.
And we all
Dolomite is my name.
Dolomite is my name, and then we did The Nutty Professor.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. I just thought about something. Did Coming to America make Dolomite worse?
Made it better.
It made it better. First of all, even though Dolomite is my name wasn't a bad movie, it was supposed to be what it was. Those are the type of movies that Rudy Ray Moore made, was those cheesy type of blaxploitation movies.
Okay, see the pillows.
But it was supposed to be the type of movie that it was. So I don't think that it was, when we did it, I didn't think it was a bad movie. I think there were some bad choices as far as actors, but I didn't think that it was a bad movie. But Coming to America 2 all around was a terrible just
unthought out.
Just and you know what pisses me off is that somebody did think this out and wrote that shit down, and then after they wrote it down, they read it through and then went and typed it out.
Why?
It was just the worst. Like, what is your problem, Eddie?
You changed Akeem.
You didn't just change Akeem. You changed every, like.
No. Simi still was a whole ass nigga. That was accurate.
No,
that was pretty accurate.
Like every basis to this movie was changed, just so that you could find a son.
Because you don't want to. When you don't want your daughter just to take over.
You know what this was?
What's that?
A spoof of Black Panther.
So would it be like the What If episode where Black Panther was Star-Lord?
Yes, it would have been what if they would have brought Michael B. Jordan over to
Could be two
Wakanda.
Could be two Wakanda.
So this, like, it was terrible. It was terrible.
But as I said on previous show, Eddie had, I think it was the Nutty Professor show where I said, hey, well, we talked about Eddie with the Nutty Professor having to rival the times with what Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Farley, and all them were doing at the time, him having to rival that. And I did mention that's probably the same thing that happened with Coming to America 2.
Well, who was he rivaling at this time?
Really
because
rivaling,
it ain't no goofy ass movies.
A Tyler Perry movie?
Well, and Tyler ain't put out no goofy ass movies
it's not
in years.
At this time, it's more so with the times. So it's like the fast pace, and
we are living in goofy ass times.
So it's pretty much just creating a movie for the times. This is not for us, our generation. He has to make the movie for the new generation.
You know what we didn't hear in this movie?
What's up?
No, come today.
What?
Time.
There was no
war. Place to run.
There was almost a war.
Time. When they was getting chased by the tigers and lions out and shit, they could have played it.
No, it had to be a real war for that song to pop out.
It was on the Five Bloods. I don't even know if it was in the movie. It was on the preview on Netflix when we watched it.
I'm pretty sure it was in there.
Time.
So we can go to Soul. So we all saw Soul.
All saw Soul.
Now I know that would have been a decoded because there was a lot of esoteric, occult information in there.
Yeah, if you ask me now about it, I can't remember it. But I remember I watched that. I was peeping a lot of stuff. So Soul with Jamie Foxx,
Jaime
Facts, as we call him on the show. You know how we do on the show. We mess up names on purpose. Jaime Facts. So yeah, so Soul, the trumpet player or the jazz player or the guy in the jazz band. What did he play? The piano? He played the piano.
Yeah, he played the piano.
Was so focused on his career. He wanted to pursue music full time and get paid. He didn't want to be just a music teacher. He wanted to go out here and jam. And he had that gift. He had that passion. He dies, goes into the afterlife, and is trying to make his way back.
Oh, Trey Songz, I just gotta make it, face ass.
So he finds a way to get back, but he's in the cat body.
Yeah.
And then there's another entity or being who just has never been to Earth. She's been to Earth, right?
No,
she hasn't been.
Never been to
never
Earth,
been.
But doesn't want to participate in anything in the afterlife programs
because she doesn't want to be there. She want to live.
So why did she never go to Earth?
She wasn't in the chosen group of spiritual beings that were selected to go to Earth.
Okay, so they find a loophole and they dive back down to Earth. The other being that wanted to live is in old dude's body, and old dude is in the cat's body. So then they're experiencing life and yada yada yada. And
So like Freaky Friday.
so what happens at the moral or the message in the story was like giving.
The message I got was, your dreams ain't easy.
Stick by your
You gotta
plan.
stick by your plan.
Boys to men.
Boys to men. Hard sometimes. Act like you know.
Darling, don't you fall.
Don't you fall. And you will know. That's
Your dreams ain't easy.
That's what I got.
Okay.
All right, then thank you for the album coming soon. All right, cool.
The meme album.
The Cash Money Crooners. Yeah.
But yeah, Soul would have been on there. We would have broke that all the way down.
Keep doing that.
So Chakra Zulu would have made his appearance for Easy Esoteric Eddie would have made his appearance on that show. So getting into some of these albums, Beyonce's Black is King.
Nuh-uh, what did I tell you to call it?
Black Ass King. Dropped in August of last year. We missed that, and I was actually going to do a show on that on the Space is the Place show, and that's when I fell off.
We watched it twice.
Yes, go ahead and break it down.
They had Dennis from Long Island instead of Dr. Manhattan twerking on a beach.
Nurse Long Island.
I
Not Dr. Manhattan, but Nurse Long Island.
pediatrician Long Island.
Don't jealous me.
I only enjoy
CNA Brooklyn.
I think I liked one song. What was the name of the song I liked?
So, Walter.
Act like you know
King,
it.
King, you know it. King already, you're a king, you know it. King, it's,
That's the number before.
I don't know what number it was.
Splash again.
Who told Nas to put that at?
Swim. Stroke. You're almost there. Open. Close. Open.
That's where I'm at.
They'll never take my power, my power, my power. They'll never take my power, my power, my power.
I didn't care.
They feel away. Oh, wow.
No, I was fucking with I'll Find Your Way Back.
Boy,
That was
the opener.
Find your way back. Baby, find your way back.
No, swim. No,
No, I don't want to swim.
swim.
Oh, water.
Hey,
Baby, oh.
run.
Baby, oh. Lay me down by the river.
Baby, oh. I don't know the words to this.
Yeah, I was
But
flames, bud.
if we all know me, I'm not a Bennett fan.
A Bennett.
Beyonce.
I'm not a
Beyonce.
I'm not a Bennett fan, and it's not a lot that she does that I give a fuck about.
We'll edit that out.
Back to square one. Taxation. It's harder to edit the videos.
I'm sorry, but I mean that's if you ever wonder if the memebers ever wonder why we don't really do like Bennett, because it would just be a roast session for me. Like
It would be like a J. Cole episode.
yeah, I'd bring up all the time she's falling off of stages,
But
like
she has
shit
more
like that.
She has way more talent.
Yes.
But we did appreciate Black Ass Kang, bro.
Some of us did.
I did.
So a week later, or 2 weeks later,
It was about a week ago.
So yeah, so Naze drops King's Disease.
Oh
now.
boy. Oh boy. Oh, no, do my shit. Oh boy. Oh, I like that.
So meme number 85, the one
I
we
like
just
that.
did last week's show, meme number 85, we did an album review on King's Disease 2. So King's Disease dropped a year ago. So right after Beyonce's Black is King. So that's an album we would have done.
And we would have.
Yes. And
Oh boy.
I would explain.
And how?
I would explain how it was a good effort, but it was not the follow up that I've been waiting for.
Now, take it back a year.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know nothing about King's Disease 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you're listening to King's Disease.
Mm-hmm.
Use that perspective. What would your perspective be?
I was upset more so with, not really upset, but like disappointed in 2/3 of the album. But like, Cure, 10 points, Spicy, of course.
Fucking 10 points.
Yeah, I wanted more of that.
Wow.
And that's why I was so bad about that. But I got All Bad Replace Me. Like one verse on 27 Summers. Like, what are you doing? Well,
See,
it
now
was
see
30
that,
minutes. It was like 33 minutes.
that okay, so my gripes, first of all.
Oh, Carl.
So for me, I can't speak for y'all, but y'all know where I came in with this Naser Jans thing.
Yes.
We all
Naser Jans.
We all know that before 2017, 2018, 2018, correct?
That's when Naser hit, yes.
Before 2018, I could not stand Nas. Look at me. If you see it, my bad, homie. Oh God, I didn't know.
She wasn't there.
She didn't want to.
We were there. She wasn't there.
We tried to let you know.
We tried.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Many a days.
Many a night was spent. But
Trying to get you on board. You
I
don't want to get on board.
There were 3 songs that I did not like
On Naser?
on King's Disease.
Go.
First of all, Dr. Jans, shout out to you for teaching us how to cure some shit we didn't even know we had.
Alkaline water.
Hey, you need to get yourself some cherries, some lemongrass, alkaline water. But I didn't like Car 85,
I didn't like that one.
the gross misuse
Of Uncle Charlie.
of Uncle Charles. I don't play that shit. Like,
They played it on King's Disease too.
But he got his bars off. Charles got loose. So if you put Charles in a song, you let him ooh-wee until he feel like he fucking done. He'll let you know. You don't let him know. He sounded real down and morose on Car 85. Like somebody had punched him. Like he had sing ooh-wee at too high of a pitch. And they was like, bitch, that's not it.
Chill out. Chill out.
Car 85, trying to stay alive.
So you felt he lost confidence.
Somebody took his confidence. I didn't like Till the War Is Won.
Actually kind of fuck with that song. Shout out to Dirk. Never me.
Him doth protest too much. I ain't with all the lies, homie.
Doth.
And then I really did not respect Replace Me. All Bad is my jam. So I can't ride with you there. But Replace Me, first of all, nigga LMA had dropped that shit 2 years prior. You're late. And then you and Big Sean singing each other's names all seductively didn't work for me. So
it was a good album, but did I think it deserved album of the year?
Big Sean. What did he call him? Esco. I got that Harlem. I got that Detroit soul. I got the Harlem flow, you know. Like, why are y'all talking to each other like this? Like, this is not you told me that your body is fucking origami. She got the Uchi Wally, she hit the whoa. Every cliche older uncle verbiage that he could have possibly used, he used in his verse on that song.
But he did make up for it on King's Disease 2.
And also,
Nas,
the next
4
time,
a.m. still going, and I ain't even woozy.
the next time you give me a song with one fucking verse, we gonna have to talk.
or if it's gonna be one verse, let it be one like No Ideas Original. Where it's like 4 minutes straight, one verse.
That nigga got me though. Like, you know how I feel about a good bitch. Bitch.
I'm in a good groove, good mood. Pull me up.
Hey, the plane leaves at 30. Fix your life. Hurry up. Fix your life. Fix your life. Like, hey, and shout out to you for the recipes, homie. Like, thanks, Nas. Oh God, I didn't know.
It was a great album.
It was a great album.
I would say it was a good album. King's Disease 2 was a great album.
Fucking great.
King's Disease 2 was not fucking great, but it was a great album.
You like
King's Disease.
Like
King's Disease and Nazer were fucking great albums.
It shows the taste.
I've got great taste.
Fix your life.
That means I'm gonna remove you. Replaced.
So King's Disease.
It's all bad.
So King's Disease.
All 10 points gone.
Great album. I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
Indeed. And then Spicy, but
hey, anybody
Spicy still gets played to this day. To this day.
To this day. That's a party rocker.
Hey, I bump YKTV all day.
We don't care about that. How many people? If we do
we'll see you next year.
Yeah, when we do a gathering next year, let's see how many people vote or how many people come up and ask.
Bullshit.
Your lordship.
Niggas talking yachts and some more shit. I used to run the block.
Now I'm corporate.
Hopping out.
You know it's sun when the doors lit. Whole squad got the burners. Net hat in the sky like Bobby Shmurda.
Catch me at the chip court side at the Rucker. Flow only getting tougher.
She begging me to cuff her.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't got to worry about YKTV. You need to be worried about 40 side. Because to this day, everybody's talking about 40 side.
I really just
OG talk.
He wasn't talking to me.
Project Halls. 45 where a nigga seen it off.
Real. That's the one.
I can send niggas to slide. I'd rather show them the ropes. Integrity matters the most. I give the hood hope.
So that's the one.
Picture little Uzi on a Primo beat.
Oh, also,
Nas on Amigos beat.
I know that you used to write for Fox. This was the time that you should have written. You should have written for her. This was the time because him, AZ, and Cormega was cool, right? Those verses was cool. Like, I enjoyed them. And then Fox and Dr. Dre, for no fucking reason, I don't know.
Well, I can make it real simple for you. Kim.
Yes.
Who wrote Affirmative Action's verse?
Jay.
Where was Jay? That was Jay's moment to step in for Fox.
Oh, well, I mean.
And make everything come back full circle. Totally.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
So we got a written testimony. Jay Electronica.
I didn't have a problem with it.
And as Thought Crimes called Jay-Z, Muslim Mace.
It was...
we gonna see. When that sun go down. We gonna see.
It was not enough.
Talk that fuck shit now. We gonna see.
It was not like trolley like stop. Like, first of all, I was expecting a trolley stop. Right?
A little bit wild for now. Promise.
When I'm not feeling, when I'm feeling a little less down.
I'll pack my bags and visit a nearby town. We're rising to the top
to grab the microphone and rock.
To all the party people in the place to be to say, damn, that boy can rock.
And everybody in the streets, rock your hands, and everybody can rock your heads. Like,
To the members out there, I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now.
that is,
We'll play it for him later.
yeah. Oh, you go get this.
Can you just tell me what it is?
It's
Electronica.
It's Trolley Stop. Also, it's not Exhibit A. No,
It's the Exhibit C.
Exhibit C. Is that the one I like really much?
Like that one.
It's not. So he introduced me to. You introduced me to a lot of things. Shout out to you. So he introduced me to.
I spit that uptown body rock, riding hot.
And will a nigga ever shut me down? Probably not. But I didn't have a working knowledge of who Jay Electronica was or why anybody gave a fuck about him. He gave me his backstory about the shit he did with a white Rockefeller bitch. Like he gave me
Rothschild.
Same person. And then
It isn't. It isn't.
still one of the upper echelon white women.
Whammon.
And then he played me a whole bunch of. I liked it.
Did you like it more because he would mess with the Rothschild?
No. No. The first song he played me was
Trolley.
Trolley Stop.
No, it was
No, because we was going to that soul food
really
place.
Wanna take you home.
Oh yeah.
And make it feel so good.
But and that was while we was still sitting in the parking lot, because by the time we had got to the light, we had listened to Trolley Stop. And while we was listening to Trolley Stop at the light, you was like, let's get out and dance. Liked it, enjoyed it. A written testimony, I didn't have a problem with it. I understood that he could not hold an album himself, which is why he got Jay. All praise is due to Allah gets me through some really hard days. The message is heartfelt. I understand it. I get it. I love it.
That's the only song. Well, that's not the only song.
That's not the only song, but
I said that's one of the only songs that I like.
Like, I appreciate the album.
Like the We Gonna See song was cool. The first song, the one with the one with the Farrakhan sample on it.
Are we talking about written testimony?
Written testimony.
Written testimony.
Yeah. So, I was waiting over 10 years. Wait, when did Exhibit C come out? Whenever that song came out, I've been waiting for an album from this band for that long, just to get that album, which was like a Watch the Throne 1.5.
Yeah, I was listening to Exhibit C in 09.
So he's right. Jay Electronica is a part of the Drake,
Kendrick,
J. Cole realm
era.
So do you feel more let down by Jay Electronica or by Nas?
In what regard?
You waited so long for him to finally.
Well, we had multiple albums to go back to for Nas. So, and at that time, and even with the, because they did the springboard for Jay Electronica when he signed to The Rock, because he had Exhibit C, he had the songs that I put you onto. That them was floating around since like 07. And then he did the Sprite commercial where I was like, the finger got said, and the black gods mingled a bit, and the finger got pricked, and the single was picked. I don't worry about it. We said, I'm
dreaming about shit.
Right. I'm living out my dreams. I don't dream about shit. So yeah, so it was like the Sprite commercial. So I'm like, okay, yeah, Jay Electronica about to change the game, and he was supposed to change the game, just given how he rapped, what he rapped about, and the power that he had behind him and what he stood for. So the Sprite commercial comes, it's like, okay, he about to drop an album. Didn't get nothing. So that was, and the Sprite commercial was like 2010.
For no reason.
That was 2010. And then here we are with a written testimony in 2020.
I liked it. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
So boom.
Not enough.
So then we had the Dave Chappelle rant.
9 minutes.
So this is where he was talking about Netflix had put out the Dave Chappelle show on Netflix, and then Dave Chappelle went on a rant in regards to, or pretty much getting people to not listen to or watch the Dave Chappelle show because he didn't have ownership in it anymore, I would assume.
Yeah. Well, he always said he never had ownership because it's still owned by Comedy Central. But the overall point was, it's just the Chappelle show is like another company owns my name.
Right.
But okay, so his only problem was with Netflix. Can I ask a solid question?
Mm-hmm.
It's also on HBO Max and has been there for a very long time. It is also on Paramount Plus.
Well, now.
No, it's been on HBO Max.
No, I meant now because, like, I know when he asked for them to pull it off, they were just Netflix. Was Netflix and HBO Max the only two places that pulled it, right?
I don't remember it being pulled from HBO Max.
I think it got pulled. Well, I know for the fact it got pulled from Netflix.
It got pulled from Netflix, but there were other places where you could watch it.
Well, yeah, well, of course.
But with his ties with Netflix, he has a deal with Netflix. So.
Okay, so it's just Netflix that was the problem, is what I'm asking.
No, that's what he used, since Netflix is the biggest.
The power. He used that power to spread the awareness, and then to talk about, hey, you own my name, but I don't have any ownership in it. So, people are watching it, getting money off of my name and my likeness because I'm in this, I'm on every show. And the awareness was in like, hey, the contract, yeah, I signed the contract, but we need to understand when you come into this game, you don't understand these legal terms. You don't understand all these different things. And then you might get a lawyer, but the lawyer's in cahoots with the bigwigs. So they're all working together. And then it's like, okay, yeah, sign it, and then you've lost the rights to, your own likeness and your own name. But it's just bringing awareness to how, how dirty these industries are, and not giving you, control of at a certain point in time, or playing fair in the sense of like, hey, being that I'm going to be using my money, we're going to do like an 80-20 split. And then over time, if you're making the money, then it'll get to a 50-50. Then it'll get to a point where we get 20 and you get 80 based on your performance, in fairness, because I do get and understand you coming in, you have no weight in the game. So I'm going to be investing in you. So it makes sense that I get a larger percentage. But to own my masters, to, own my likeness, my name, and my image for years and years and years, and you not doing shit, and I'm bringing in millions for you, what are we talking about? At a certain point, we need to renegotiate, but they don't want to play that game of renegotiating and all that. So I understood what he was talking about, just bringing light to the situation. We've seen many of us stars, get dealt with in that manner, white or black, whether it be Michael, Prince, and then on the white side, the same thing. So it's like, why do we continue to allow this to happen? So he's using his leverage, his power, to voice how he felt and saying, hey, let me also use my power to say, hey, don't watch the Chappelle show. This is the reason behind it, on some boycott. And it was reminiscent of Monique, the situation with Monique when she was having the same situation or issue with, it wasn't the same, but the issue with Netflix, and wanted us to boycott Netflix because she wanted a certain amount. She felt she was worth more. Netflix said, hey, no, this is the price we're going to give you. But then she's like, hey, why y'all giving old girl this? I got Grammy, I did. So that whole thing, so it was the same thing, but on a different end of the spectrum. So he did it in a way to where it's like, hey, I'm already in, I got the contract, stop watching the Chappelle show. Let me show you how much power I have now to renegotiate. I think he negotiate a deal on the back end? Because is it back up on Netflix?
Yeah.
So I think he did a deal behind the scenes, or after that, right?
Yeah. He got it. I forgot how they did it, but yeah, another deal was made. So yeah,
using your voice power using the power in your voice. So that would have been something we would have talked about. Pretty sure we'd have spent like an episode talking about that, really breaking that down. So let's go ahead and give our flowers, the deaths that happened last year and this year. So I'm just gonna run the names down, and then we'll just focus on the ones that we would have did a show on, or we've already done a show on. So the deaths, we had Andre Harrell, we had John Ecstasy Fletcher from Houdini, we had MF Doom, Kev Love X, we had Pop Smoke, we had King Von, we had MO3, we had Black Rob, we had DMX.
Mo3.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Mo3, Black Rob, DMX.
Your age is showing.
And I know that. I know the name.
Mo3.
It's different when you're reading it and you just know it. Like if we talking, I would just be like Mo3. But when you start reading stuff off paper or off your screen, whatever, your mind is all different. Looking at it different. So DMX, Chucky Thompson, Biz Markie, Fred the Godson, Betty Wright, Bonnie Pointer, the Pointer Sisters.
The Pointy Sisters.
Little Richard, Bill Withers, Charlie Pride, Kobe and Gigi, Cliff Robinson, Roger Mayweather, Chadwick Boseman, Tommy Tiny Lister, aka Debo, Adolfo Quinones, that's Shabba-Doo from Breaking, Jeanette Dubois, Walona from Good Times, and the real Joe Clark, Lean on Me. So from that list, now we did a show on Andre Harrell.
Right before we did Can't Stop, Won't Stop with Jay Will.
Yeah, that's season 3 with the MEME podcast.
Episode 35?
Yes, episode 34, MEME number 35.
Sorry, MEME.
Yes, MEME number 35, kicking it uptown with Andre Harrell. So
and that's when we found that Champagne song that he made.
Yeah, with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
So we pretty much ran down Andre Harrell's history, his influence, and the things that he did from, getting Diddy his start, from Heavy D to New York Undercover, Uptown Records, Jodeci,
Mary J,
Groove Be Chill,
yeah,
Finesse and Sinquist. I don't want to leave anybody out on that roster.
Father MC.
Oh yeah.
So
treat them like they want what you need to do.
Treat them
right. What you need to do,
baby, yeah,
baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah. Hey, I bet you they was
oh no,
trying to reflect me.
So from Andre Harrell, you saw, we see what Diddy has brought to the culture. We saw what Heavy D brought to the culture. Rest in peace to Heavy D, and rest in peace to Andre Harrell. Mm-hmm. So like I said, there's the tree. He is the root of a lot of things that came from that.
I'll be sure.
I'll be.
Never forget.
Night and day, I praise Albay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Shirts, hoodies. What do you say? Shirts, hoodies, cups, ashtrays, lighters.
So then we had go to DMX, who recently passed a month ago. Was that month? Oh, April. April, May, June, July. 4 months ago. Shit. Time is flying, what?
R.I.P. to Uncle Earl.
Darkman X.
Yeah, that one was kind of sad. That one hit kind of home because I still remember our good friend Michael Gates coming through with the Def Squad CD. It's Dark as Hell is Hot. And do you have the clue?
No, I think it was. I know it was mainly those two, because we wasn't all like we was listening to the other stuff. Mm-hmm. He comes through with the Dark as Hell is Hot and the
Def Squad.
That had Rottweiler on there.
No,
I think so. He had that one on there. He had that as well.
Oh, he had
the Method Man and Redman
album.
Yeah, he had that album. So, because I remember I only listened to the Rottweiler joint. That was it. I didn't really care for the other stuff. Mindset was in a totally different frame of. I was in a totally different frame of mind back then. I was just listening for beats. So, Dark as Hell is Hot. Put that on.
Life altering.
That first song. Energy was just different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my man's and them. What I'm doing, my man's and them. is doing because
That's my man's
and
and
them. You know,
You're right. Yeah.
you fucking with me. You're fucking with boom boom. So
Y'all been
set it
eating
off.
long enough now. Stop being greedy. Let's keep it real, partner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now bring the bells. Y'all been eating long enough.
Now stop being greedy.
Let's
Keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. Ribs to touch it, so don't make me wait. Fuck around and I will make you snatch your place.
I can flip that dog. Is you with that dog?
You know I'm with that, dog.
Think it's cool till they see the dark outside.
Oh, one thing I was going to bring up. There's very few people that had a lead up to that first album the way that DMX had.
Would that get at me, dog?
No. Before that, he had
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1 LL. He had 24 Hours to Live off the Mace album. And he had Money, Power, Respect off the Locks album. Off those 3 verses, niggas was like, yo, who the fuck did DMX? When the nigga album coming out? Then Get At Me Dog came out. And from there it was over.
Now, after he passed, they was playing that 4, 3, 2, 1 with him at the Apollo. I felt that. Like when you listen, like when you see him on the stage, just the energy, you see LL went last, but you see Red and Meth, and then I think the ones that I saw the one with Red and Meth and then DMX, then I see the one where it's just DMX, and it's just like the energy, you see the crowd, and then how, just how his presence, it was like the energy was totally different. And then LL raps, and it's like, you should have let him go last. You can't follow that. So, and then you hear multiple accounts of like even Jay-Z on the, I watched the interview he did with LeBron on the Barbershop Talk joint. And he was talking about the Hard Knock Life tour. And it was like, there was, nights where he would have to go after that, after DMX. And he's like, damn, he'll open it up. And it's like the energy was different. And then he'll close with a prayer. And it's like, damn, fuck, I'm gonna follow that up. I'm gonna follow that. Like, he's like, got him amped, tone him down, and then do a prayer. Now people are crying. Then he's like, damn, now I got to come out here and do my set.
I got to do
and the audience is in tears.
Are you feeling it?
I can feel it in the air.
Like different energy.
Different energy.
Yeah, Myth Bleak can't save you on this one, buddy.
So yeah,
Myth Bleak can save anything. Knock that off.
Knock it off.
He should have saved himself. The trouble of going to the studio.
Almost got cut off. So rest in power to Darkman X. Definitely would have did a show. We will do a show. Yeah, we will do a show on Darkman X.
On Earl Simmons.
And then we have Black Rob.
He's Black Rob. He's okay. I didn't know that anybody else knew that song. No, that's not Whoa.
What he was doing.
No, she was what she said.
Oh,
that's from the album. I didn't know that anybody else knew that song.
No, I was doing Whoa.
I'm not doing Whoa.
No, but you keep saying.
But I heard that song. He's Black
Rob. He's okay. Yeah.
Wait, was that
That's from Life Story.
No, I'm thinking about that. Are you sure it's on Life Story? I do remember that song. Yeah, I do remember that song. They had a video for it too, right? It's probably that second, third single or something like that. But yeah, I do remember that.
It was from Life Story. And shout out to Cheryl Pepsi Riley for singing on Life Story. You don't know how crazy it is outside. Y'all don't know that song?
I didn't listen to Black
Rob. I died inside. So red. Oh.
I heard it was a great album.
It was a great album.
I just remember what
I remember when you rushed me. Those times you said you should have flushed me. I forgive you, Mom. Trust me.
And that's crazy. Ain't that on the album? Mm-mm. That's on the P. Diddy joint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's crazy.
Terrible.
It was a follow up to Whoa.
Whoa.
But he dropped that whole I invented the remix shit around that time,
yeah, that's when
which kind of overshadowed Black Rob dropping. because that was special delivery. Same time he dropped. Whoa,
This verse on what you call Bad Boys for Life.
Mm-hmm.
Get a fire verse on that one.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that overshadows your album.
Mm-hmm.
And Diddy was notorious for that.
Get a fire verse on Special Delivery.
But
no, not Special Delivery. What y'all? Diddy, you smack silly.
That's don't.
Well, we go get this money and shit. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it.
So,
I was already on fish and spaghetti.
So yeah, shout out to G Dep.
Yes.
Hey man.
Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Rest in peace. Rest in power. Black Rob. Then we have I'm gonna let you go on your run. Let's go with Chucky Thompson, then we'll go into the three that connected. So Chucky Thompson just recently passed away last week. Was it this week?
It was
last week or the week before.
I think it was last week. So I get my phone out. I'm listening. Okay, yeah.
That's you. That's
your shit.
Oh,
that's
so
the
Chucky
one
Thompson,
you said you wanted to add.
All right, so Chucky Thompson was one of the producers, one of the hit men from the Bad Boys production
team. Him and
team.
Stevie J.
Stevie.
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 Gotta put my notes back up here. But yeah, you had he did Can't You See?
Can't you see it?
But he also did Big Papa. What? What? He passed August 9th. So
it's 2 weeks.
That was correct then.
Sorry, I'm pulling up his
Some places you and me. Oh. That's what he was singing.
Yeah, can't you see that?
Yeah.
The same thing you just said, right?
Yeah.
That's total.
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking the song was called Total. Why can't you see?
Why can't
What's in this water?
Yeah, what is it that water? Sorry. On the Nas side, he did You Wanna Be Me off the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Give me $500,000, I'll consult your album and show you how to stay off my dick.
All right, so Usher, Think of You.
All the time I think of you,
holding on to someone new. Don't make me lose my mind.
And personal favorite for you, sir. I remember
That's not my personal favorite.
You used to love me.
And
okay, all right.
Soon as
I get home, I'll make it up to you.
Baby, I'll do what I gotta do. Actually had a rap to that.
Soon as I get.
Soon as I am. But I actually had a rap to that.
No,
my
illustrious
rap career. I redid that.
Every fucking week. Every week for the past 4 years of my life, I have had to hear about your ill-fated rap career, and I'm tired. And I'm done.
Dad.
And I'm done. And I'm done.
Do it, baby.
I thought you was about to say Mary J.
My life.
No. All that I can say. Now that is my favorite song. All that I can say.
Yeah, you did that.
Featuring Miss Lauryn Hill. Knowing him.
Now he also did One Mic by Nas.
That's a classic.
Yes, Bonnie and Shine from the Shine album.
I know that song.
I know.
What? Whoa! And then what he say? In front of Gucci, I saw you chilling with your girls, smiling, and something in La Pearl. I was laid up in the sheet. Hold on, in the suite, back shade up. Like, it was stupid. Like I'm shine and you my destiny. Why do I still remember this shit? I don't know.
For moments like this, when you look at you like, what the fuck?
Some people wait a long time for moments like this.
You need to stop.
You got Nas at Dance.
One more dance with you, mama.
Pussy Kills.
Mm.
Oh, what a thrill is that a bitch feel. Gotta be strong to handle it is real.
Pussy Kills.
Back shots leave a nigga open.
Make a nigga leave his gun smoking. Huh? Pussy Kills. That was great storytelling.
Nas's No One Else in the Room.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. Nas and Maxwell.
He also did Raheem.
It's for the ladies. MNAS. MAX. Back again. Now, that's a jail,
I
boy.
like that song at the same time.
They used the Michael Jackson doom
Want to start something?
Yeah.
How could you forget that you're a vegetable?
You're a vegetable. You're a buffet. You're a vegetable. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop.
So, also he did Raheem Devon's Woman.
I love
Woman.
I love Raheem Devon actually.
Yeah, everybody says that, but nobody knows this.
First of all, no, there is not a better Raheem Devon song than You or Desire. So I would like to do a Raheem Devon appreciation show at some point.
Jesus Christ episode.
Right after we do day 26. What you got for me?
He produced nothing on that album. That makes me sad. He also had a hand in Flavor in Your Ear.
Which one?
Says the Bad Boy remix with Easy Mo B.
Wah.
Wham,
Um,
wham, wham.
Where's the other one? I'll Be There from Back to the World album with Tevin Campbell. I did throw that out there.
Come back to the world.
But yes, rest in
Come
peace
back to the world.
to Chucky Thompson. Oh, I'm sorry. And also he had a hand in Dead Wrong.
Oh,
The weak of the strong.
You got it going on.
You're
You're
dead wrong. Yo, big, you're dead wrong.
Shout out to Eminem.
7 different levels of devil worship and horses' heads, human sacrifices, cannibalism, candles, and exorcism. Animals having sex with them, camels, mammals, and rabbits, but I don't get into that. I can't have it.
Where was that, Marshall?
Yes.
On the EPC too.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear on the Nas album.
Nigga, you heard it.
On the Nas album. I know. But the sinners and Noels and all that extra goofy shit. Fuck that.
But you want to bring up to me earlier that EPMD is coming out with an album called Big
Business.
I smacked the big shit out of you. Are you fucking kidding me?
That
Big business.
That big bullshit out of here.
Hey, that album gonna be buffing.
Boofing. It's boofing.
Buffing.
Boofing. It's boofing.
What the fuck is
Need some boo drums.
Doggy Diamonds was like, yo.
I called him Doggy Dog.
Doggy Diamonds. There's already Snoop. There's Doggy Diamonds. He was talking about Brother Polite. And he was like, yeah, I've been around the brother. Yeah, he was. He said, yeah, he was.
I was around him one time and his armpits was boofing.
Jesus? What?
Boofing.
Nigga, I sat up like, what the fuck is he listening to?
What does he mean?
Boofing.
And I looked at him because he our resident New York person, and I was like, nigga, he was like, I've never heard that. Don't look at me.
He's an older New Yorker.
Like he was like, don't look at me. I've never heard that before.
Armpits boofing.
Jesus.
So we go ahead and get into Pop Smoke, King Von, and Mo 3.
Oh, actually, Pop Smoke happened earlier in the year. So, Pop Smoke, New York drill rapper, when was that?
February.
What songs do we know?
February
by
19th.
him?
You don't know. Let him get his bars off.
his song called Dior. That's what's that song on the radio? That's like, you say I'm wrong. Did you know I'm right? I don't.
I've heard a couple of songs, and then that song they be playing it on the radio.
Yeah, I just remember like when he came out, the first thing I thought was he sounded like 50 Cent.
Right.
Oh.
That's the first thing I heard. Like, they sound like 50 Cent, but on some drill beats. He passed on February 19th, but that was kind of weird about what happened because he had basically took a picture on Instagram that showed his address, and you know how LA is. There's some
people thirsting.
Yeah, there's a lot of robbers out there, so that's what happened to him. Unfortunately, the event happened. It low key kicked off a year where like mad rappers ended up passing away, especially from the drill scene. We had FBG Duck passed on August. Where is it at? I'll get to the date. August 4th. What's crazy about that was he was killed. It was the equivalent to him getting shot in Beverly Hills. Like that area of Chicago is like, that's like the nice uptown. That's like if you go to the Galleria or something, somebody gets shot out there. It doesn't normally happen like that. So that's why that one was like major. But also, if you know, he had dropped a diss song the week before that was very disrespectful, and the gun that he showed in the video is the gun that jammed on him, and what happened. So rest in peace to FBG Duck. But then fast forward to November, we had King Von that passed away on November 6th, and then November 11th, Mo3 was killed. Mm-hmm. That one, well, all those resonated with me because literally right before they passed is when I got into their music. FBG Duck had a song called Slide that I started listening to about 3 or 4 weeks before he passed, and then I heard the song. I'm not gonna say the name of the song, but that's the diss song that came out right before he died. Mm-hmm. Then he passed. King Von, I heard about him about a month or two beforehand. Started listening to him because I heard Lupe say that he was like the best rapper in Chicago, and I was like, "Who the fuck is King Von?" Heard some of his raps. I was like, "Yo, this." And to hear he had just started rapping in jail, it was like, "Yo, this nigga is different." But then he ended up passing. Then Mo3, I heard about him through some guys at work, and I started listening to a couple of songs, "Broken Love," that long time coming song. Oh, this dude's nice. He got a guy he can sing and do all that stuff. He ended up getting killed. And then he just got killed on the highway on some random, but on some weird shit like that. So it's like all these situations are happening to these drill rappers. And Chief Keef like brought the style in 2012. That's what Kanye hopped on the Don't Like remix, and that's what blew that scene up. They're known to be dropping diss songs where they disrespect dead people. Mm-hmm. One thing we didn't talk about was the verses between Jeezy and Gucci Mane. So
that was end of November, right? Yeah,
that happened literally 2 or 3 weeks after King Von and Mo3 got killed. So that's why when I remember watching that, like we said that, it was kind of like, because it was so much stuff going on and people are getting killed, like being killed around that time period. So it's like, that was not the energy that I was expecting to come out of his mouth, but it really did.
But they got a long history of going back and forth. So people got murdered, or out of that whole situation with Jeezy and Gucci. So it was like they were doing that before the young boys was doing it back in 2000, going back and forth.
Yeah, true. But even like with that, like it just seems like now it's kicked up into it's basically the style now. I done heard like the Memphis that have a drill scene, but they have like a real deep like gang culture and everything where they talk about certain things in their raps where they're very specific about what happened. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville had Fulio and Young and Ace with the Who I Smoke song and When I See You, them taking the 1,000 Mile sample and talking about disrespecting the dead. When I See You, that song was crazy with the Fantasia sample. Mm-hmm. The drill scene that's in DC got a whole bunch of stuff popping off. The New York drill scene with the Pop Smoke, Chef G, who's that goofy ass nigga that's out now? Well, he's not really popping now. The Whoopty nigga. CJ. Yeah, like it's a whole bunch of like shit going on within that. And I just started doing a lot of research and like studying about who is who, what's going on, like how everything started. And it just kind of it amazed me how this came out of drill, which is something I didn't really pay attention to when it happened. It was kind of like, yeah, just a whole bunch of young niggas just rapping, like just talking about just random shit. But that ended up being one of the most influential things of this time right now. So I would suggest I will probably end up doing a show on that if I decide to do another podcast or whatever, but breaking that whole scene down and how that influence actually happened, because I'm actually interested to know how it got to this point.
In the drill scene, right?
Yeah.
I started listening to the UK drill.
UK drill scene. Yeah. So yeah.
So rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Pop Smoke, King Von, and Mo 3. All right.
And FBG Duck.
And FBG Duck. So we, last but not least, we had Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther.
Let you speak.
James Brown.
This shit was
Thurgood Marshall. Jackie Robinson.
T'Challa. This was actually quite hard.
It really was.
And it was harder for me because of Woody.
Mm-hmm.
Woody loves Black Panther. Watch it all the time. How do you explain, he was 5 at the time, how do you explain to a 5-year-old that
superhero died?
Yeah, because superheroes don't die. Yeah. Or if they do die, they normally don't die while you're too young to understand what death is.
Mm-hmm.
This also hit quite hard because this nigga is every important Black person in history.
Facts.
He has played every role that he could possibly play. And then it also hit hard when you find out how long and how sick he actually was, and
still got those roles,
and still got all those roles done
with no flaws in the performance. Everything top tier. I'd say Academy Award where they like critically acclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
So no complaining about it. Nobody knew about it.
And you see all of these healthy stars who bitch and moan and complain, and there's nothing wrong with them, but they're
entitled,
feeling very entitled. And here is this man who battled cancer till his last fucking day and didn't waste a moment of any day, and spent a lot of time in children's hospitals with children who were battling cancer and never told those children, hey, I have it too.
Crazy.
So it hit extremely hard because Black people finally had a superhero. And I'm saying this, and I absolutely mean this, all offense to Luke Cage. Black people finally had a superhero. Hey, it's season 8. Bring the disrespect back.
Okay, hey, y'all come full circle.
We back, right? We full circle? Boom, 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 ba-dum. Whoa. But it was...
Where were you?
I didn't understand where she was going. It was like, woo. I was like, that ain't right.
That is right. That's right. You lying.
It's like, dun, dun, dun.
Didn't I just...
No, you said boom, boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
The remix.
I'm thinking you said Luke Cage.
Oh,
I heard full circle, but then you said boom, boom, boom. I was like, that's from Luke Cage. Boom, boom, boom. You said boom, boom, boom. Woo. I'm like, that's not right.
Look at that.
Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okay.
With Beverly Hills Cop 4 coming out.
We need that.
No, we don't. No, we do not.
How many friends you got died in Beverly Hills? Nigga, goddamn.
Fuck.
You still out here?
How many times you go fumble the badge? But
40 years.
Everybody's retired now.
40 years you've been out here. 40 years.
Still don't know who killed Mikey.
He gonna show up in that same.
Michael
he gonna show up in that same dirty, dusty ass Detroit Lions jacket.
Nigga still trash.
But it was Black people Black children finally had a superhero, but the silver lining is it may go more along the lines of the comic books now.
Yeah. But you know how I felt about that. I wanted to see the Black Panther Storm
I know.
situation.
I know.
And I wanted Nadia to become a villain.
I think she's still going to.
Because she hating on the real nigga love.
She probably hanging out with Namor.
Probably so.
But that's neither here nor there. It was extremely sad. I didn't cry. Because he was a great celebrity, great actor, but he wasn't my celebrity or my actor to where I'm abundantly emotional. We know who those people are.
I'll be sure to look it up. See what I did there?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
Every day I wake up and check.
I'll be good. All right. Might as well just call him. You good? Yeah, all right.
Every day.
Just checking in.
Every day I wake up and check.
Rest in power to Chadwick Boseman. Next show will be an appreciation for Chadwick, so stay tuned.
This coming Friday is
1 year.
The 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. Timing.
So we can go ahead and get into segment 3. On a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Back down memory lane.
I was about to say MEME-ory.
Like that. I almost.
I had to change it up because that's reserved for backstories.
I had to look at his face to see where he was going.
We're gonna do it again. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Back down memory lane. I feel your happiness. I feel your pain. So yes.
Where am I
going? Do, do, do. So yes. So we're gonna get into highlights from each one of us and highlights for the show. So highlights.
We live in that high life. I'm tired of living fucked up, tired of living bad, tired of hear grandmama tell me, well, when you gonna go to church, Chad? And every week I flip a key. I never wanted to be a G, but niggas depend on me.
Shout to Pimp C.
You only get one life to live. That's all they give us to do it. You can bullshit your way through it or stay true. It can be complicated. I love you, GK, nigga.
Goddamn. Redo that Riding Dirty episode again.
I'm riding dirty.
Dun, 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 dun,
Now you doing what's called. I know what you're doing. What's that, a Warren G song?
No, I was doing the song she just did.
No, you're doing Warren G. You're doing Warren G.
Okay.
Well, who gives a damn when you can't afford the turkey or ham? You're living off of ramen noodles, beef jerky, and spam. Now that's sad.
UGK coming soon.
Or if you want to, go to MEME number 16. MEME number 16. Season 2. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. It's memes. I think it's memes number 16. Where we
making up numbers and shit.
No, I think it's meme 16. Go check it.
I'm sorry that I missed that episode. I wasn't around back then.
Yeah, you were. You started at meme 11, man.
He remembers the day that I started to infiltrate and ruin his life. Systematic.
It's the Anita Baker one. The warbling.
The boy can warble.
So yeah, so we go with the Christ highlights.
You got some.
Jump it off with Christ. Go break down your name, sir. What names you didn't have so many identities throughout the years.
Well, yes. So I started off as a young hater Heath, which evolved now to what I call trash. People say, "Hey, what does trash mean? Why are you demeaning yourself like that?" I'm like, "Hey, ask me how my day is. How's your day, bitch? I'm fucking trash." Is it what does trash stand for? The real asshole, sir, hater Heath. So I know who I am.
He's
Trash.
Oh, I got to put "I Hate My Life" on your shirt.
Oh yeah, please do.
Sorry.
So yes, so if you know the history of Hater Heath, if not, we'll do that episode another day. But also, I have Kundalini the Black Zombie. I have Chakra Zulu, Talking Wiz Kid, D White, Suge White. I forgot about Suge White.
Suge Light.
I'm sorry, Suge Light. What other names do I have? Oh, Easy Esoteric Eddie.
Your Christ.
Christ Hopper.
Christ Hopper.
Satin avocado.
I don't remember that.
Satin avocado.
Oh, that shit was for no fucking reason either.
Satin avocado.
I'm just gonna start going back and just listen to all the old episodes to see my names. I'm pretty sure I missed a couple of gems in there. But yes, but the main ones, Talking Wiz Kid, Kundalini the Black Zombie, Hater Heath. No, the main three right there.
Okay. Nigel getting kidnapped in season 1, Talking Reckless.
Hey.
He got kidnapped. We had to put money up. We had to put money up to get him back.
That's why I wear the sunglasses now. I agreed to be on camera. My face is blacked out.
I forgot to
grow my
edit.
beard out.
I forgot to edit that.
No, if I grew my beard out and the sunglasses with the hat. See, only like 20% of my face is showing, so it's okay.
Okay. So yeah, he was Talking Reckless on the Tupac.
They still know who you are.
They seen you. They had you held ransom.
It's my glasses off to scratch my eyes or something. I got caught.
So
you act like they shaved your face while they had you. So they only know you to be smooth shaven.
It might be him, but
we don't know.
He wouldn't have a beard.
I'm not sure.
He's on the MEME-Podcast. That's where we snatched him up from. But
I don't think it's him.
I think they replaced
it is him, but I
him.
don't think it's him.
So he got snatched up Talking Reckless when we did our Tupac Appreciation Month. We did a 4-show run talking about Tupac. And
I started the Fuck Flex campaign.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I appreciate that because I don't fuck with him.
Me either.
He lied! Lied! Fucking lied!
That's Funk Flex there. So he got snatched up. We had to put bread up. We asked for donations and
got none. That's why they kept him for so long.
So I appreciate y'all saving up your checks and coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
Yes. So then you got the infamous Damn show.
Oh yes.
What did you do that show? What did you bring that was special to that show?
Not only did I break it down the Hater Heath way, I told y'all about a secret that I found within the album of you should listen to the album in reverse because it gave the album a whole new meaning. And then what did old Kung Fu Kendrick do?
What did he do?
He dropped the collector's edition. And what was that collector's edition?
What was it?
The album backwards. So first episode, I showed y'all Prophecy. Even though the God album never come out. That sucked. If that God album came out, boy, that's like the I Am double album.
So you also had the Coding, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh yes. So the wonderful theory of if you listen to Pimp a Butterfly, it tells the story of a person who just gained access to the industry. We'll say. I would say Kanye and Kendrick have that good kid like prototype. They're great, intelligent beings that are like child geniuses, like have the creative mind frame and the childlike greatness. But once you get to the industry, you have to make some decisions. So I always say, if you listen to Pimp a Butterfly, when you get to the song For Sale, when you make the choice between do you want to go with a Lucy or do you want to go do the right path, I always said,
when I get you.
I said, to Pimp a Butterfly is what happens if you stay the course and still keep your spirituality in check. And I said, my beautiful dark twisted fantasy is if you go the satanic route, if you go join Lucy. So if I came with that theory, that's one of my favorite theories I came up with.
And then you've been dissed by legends.
Oh yes. So Nasir has dissed me even on the new album. He threw a couple shots at me, but he dissed me on Echo, which I proved that he was dissing me because, well, what's the timestamp on that? on my Must Be Nice. You got that on there?
I don't have it.
Nerd review. All right, let me go pull up my own timestamps. Because on the very first episode of the Meme podcast, I gave one of my sayings that I always say, and that was on meme number 1 at 58 minutes and 26 seconds.
Receipts.
I said, and I quote, "Must be nice," which is something that I normally say to people just randomly. They say, "Oh,
For
yeah,
no fucking reason.
yeah." Because I like singing "What Must Be Nice." 'Cause it makes me smile.
He just likes to sing.
Exactly.
Karaoke king over here.
Yeah. So then a young, an older Nasir, I should say, got on a song with a Swiss Beats called Echo, and he said,
He would have pistol whipped you if he was younger.
"Facts." They probably would have scarred my face too, and I'd be like, "Really, Nas did this?" Like a badge of honor. Not bragging. I'm just honest. So. I hear echoed. He says, "Haters say it must be nice. I say it must be hate. I don't like that line. Shit straight fake." So I took that personally. It's like if Nas knew me and knew that that's what I did, and he said, "No, I'm going to address that." And it echoed through my head for years. Boom. And I say he threw a couple shots at me on the new album. I won't get too much into that.
We'll go into meme number 85. He speaks on it.
Yes, there you go. So Nas has thrown several shots at me. J. Cole has dissed us several times.
Yes.
So, but it's all part of the game. When you set the culture if you're able to predict somebody's album before they even know that the album makes sense differently backwards, people know who you are. They may not know who you are, but spiritually they know who you are. So they have to come down and attack you in certain ways to where only you can understand.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I see you, Nas. I see you, J. Cole. But I'm not going to stop.
I can't stop. Wah, 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 wah.
This is something like the Holocaust. Wah, 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 wah. Million of our people lost. Wah, 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 wah.
So I'll go through my highlights. So
Highlights.
Pew. Ooh. Don't remember what show this was. We talking about Tiger. I think that was right after that situation with Soulja Boy. Tiger. So we on the show.
Here comes my embarrassment.
So Fee Diddy over here, or Feezus over here. Fee Diddy at the time. Like it makes a difference.
Same nigga.
So she was like, Tiger ain't got no hits. My response, Rack City, bitch. So
what's fucked up is that there was no video at the time. We weren't videoing this so that y'all could look at the look that he gave me. He looked at me with disdain.
Utter disdain. Like
with an air of superiority.
You were like a
Rack City, bitch.
city bitch. Like they're like, you shouldn't be breathing anymore.
Right.
I know it's a great time.
Like, let's kick her off the show.
Like, she's no longer a meme. She's not a meme anymore.
She's stupid.
Well,
stupid.
It could be taken two ways.
To the other way.
I would go, fuck. What you feel?
I'm telling you how I saw you looking at me.
Oh, I didn't look at you any type of way. I pretty much started laughing after I said it because I caught what I said, and it was just how it was said. Well, I won't say how it was said because it's a song. It's Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. And so,
Young Hop, did you or did you not start laughing as well?
Yes, I did start laughing as well.
shit was funny.
Shit was
comedy.
It was classic.
You stood up, laughed down the hallway, came back. You just called me a bitch. Who you calling a bitch?
It wasn't the first time.
We talked about Rack City several times.
So yeah, it just came off like I'm just quoting the song like Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch.
But you didn't say the second part.
But it was just like after I said the first time, it was like Okay, I know that I'm singing the song, but it's like kind of like answer the question, but saying Rack City, bitch. You don't know? You don't know?
And you don't know, and you don't know.
So yeah, that was a classic moment
Facts.
that we have on the here on the Meme Podcast. We have those never know where it's gonna go, and it'd be one of those moments. So then there's the my illustrious rap career. I've given quoted several bars on multiple shows. Legendary. So the Guerrilla Warfare, the Hot Boys album. Crooners.
We're on fire.
Yeah. It's like monkey see, monkey do.
Rolling
With the
those
cash money,
dollars
I'm
and
staying true.
Yes.
And that I have
No fame. And now all the girls are calling me name.
So yeah, so I kicked some bars from my 90s era with Young Laxaville the Mac and Young Vale.
Cadillacs
Bill the Mac. So
One of the songs.
This is not the first time I've heard any of this.
Oh.
you know.
You don't got to look at me and explain.
I know the catalog.
I live this life.
This is the life.
That's how I play it, Wody. I flip it raw and uncut. Agtown don't play that shit. We show you bitches what's up. Load them up, hold them up, blow them up like a sack. Pause. Smoking.
No pause. You wrote that shit, nigga. All your bars.
That's all you, buddy.
Trying to know niggas in a very sacral sense.
So that's how you play it.
No, Lord.
Smoking niggas like Lala.
No, smoking motherfuckers like Lala.
You don't want none of that. Now tell me.
Now tell me.
Oh, you know the rap? You know the raps? You know the vibes? Okay.
Are you fucking with a
South side nigga? Fucking with Agtown nigga? AGG, SOC, CPT. Nigga ain't never been uptown.
has never traveled outside of Dallas.
CPT.
Colored people style.
Me and BZ putting it down on this mellow ass beat.
Collins Park Road. And
That nigga at that point had never even been past College Station.
Nigga ain't been past 635 going east.
when it switches. Yeah.
So yes.
Nigga, the whole new world we got the tarot.
So yeah, so another highlight. Me and my raps still haven't dropped that J. Cole diss.
It's a cold day to die.
Now Gemini Man.
the birth of a lot of great content.
Yeah, I've
Beef curtains.
God damn.
now you could go watch the clip on that one. That was funny. We got the clip up on the Gemini Man. We went through that whole scene. What'd you say?
I do get pussy. I'm not you. I do get pussy.
It's some random nigga in the background.
I heard it.
Ooh. He talking about your mama.
Oh.
Man, so yeah, so the story about me almost getting blown up by a missile.
It's the knocky tails.
Knocky tails.
Knocky tails. Yeah, boy, I got plenty of stories.
I mean, this is what I call them. These are not key tells. Like, I just
and these are the tales I tell so well.
Boy.
So what was the story? So in the movie, they turned the corner and they got hit with the, with the missile.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that happened to me before. Oh man.
What the fuck was you at war?
And how are you here today?
Did the missile miss?
The missile miss.
So I tell the story of getting my pop's Toyota 4Runner totaled, not by a missile. It felt like a missile. How would I know what that feels like? So and I said, if Christ over here, that's another one of your names. I don't think you mentioned that. Christ.
The Christ Hopper.
I said
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
But if Christ was supposed to be sitting on the passenger side.
My God, I stayed in the house and read books. trying to hang with this nigga. He would have been dead.
Or in a wheelchair. So so I got hit by another SUV.
I got shot by a missile.
So it was another moment on the Meme podcast. Hilarious moment. Me talking about I've had that experience before. Like I done got hit by a missile. So we can go into Feezus. There's plenty. Y'all can just go down the.
Yeah,
I got plenty of stories.
That's it, nigga.
Man, I got plenty, man. You can go ahead.
Nigga,
Feezus highlights.
Y'all wouldn't even be together if it wasn't for me.
Go ahead and run the list down. You need the list? You need this?
Yeah.
You tell me what I used to do.
What I used to do.
Oh, I gave y'all warbling.
Yeah, Anita Baker. That's when you first started.
Our bond with the Illin and Philly.
Facts.
Now, with tell us how you came to be. The phone conversation.
Okay, so I had.
I'll run it down.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying because just go ahead. I got it. I'll throw you the alley oop. Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
Wait, if she's talking, how you gonna throw her?
Right.
No, because this not.
The nigga just.
Stop. I'm gonna tell the story, but you wouldn't tell it.
No. I'm saying I'm gonna run the list down. You can continue with the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say he's gonna tell me how it happened.
Because it's not even on the. That wasn't even on here.
Oh, okay. So how I came to be on the show is me and Christ worked together, or we used to work together. And so he used to be my boss.
Y'all left me.
I was in a training thing, and he was talking to me about music because that was a bond we would every morning talk music. So he was talking about the show that y'all did together, and I was asking, like, what's the show about? Like, and he was like, oh, we give music facts. We out here teaching the youth. And I was like, okay, so, do you know this fact? Do you know this fact? Do you know this about this? And then he was like, no, I didn't know that. And then I was like, well, did you know that Chucky Booker wrote Spread My Wings for Troop? And he was like, no. Like, then he Googles it. Turns out to be a true fact. And then he calls you and he's like, yo, like, my employee, like.
No, but who else?
And then I talked to your fat ass.
Wait, pause. I want the universe to understand this. When I was a kid, I remember hearing Chucky Booker's games as I was riding in Mom's Buick with the Buick Skylark.
The Skylark or the Somerset. The Skylark was white and the burgundy Somerset. Yeah. Which one was it?
I thought it was the white Skylark. So I remember riding in the Skylark, listening to that song. Didn't know who it was. It took me years to figure out what song that was. So I thought it was one of those songs that only I really knew about. So not many people, of course, like nowadays don't know about that music. So to have a conversation with somebody that talked about Chucky Booker and then tell me
and knows facts that he doesn't know about one of his favorite artists.
And then the Troop thing, with Troop, it goes back to T. Gill from the Hills, a VHS tape with Spread My Wings on it. So it's like, it was meant to be.
Right.
So I called you immediately. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And so we also all three had a conversation, and what did I say? I was like, thought you had one, and then y'all were like, and I got you, and I was like, that's Tommy Davis. Like, nobody outside of my brother, my twin, and I know Tommy Davis and Illin and Philly.
Right.
So I started singing the theme song, and y'all and it was like, oh fuck, like this is for real. And then like the Locks, We Are the Streets. Nobody knew that album the way I knew that album, but y'all.
And nigga, what's it all about? Who else knows? Who else knows that? Hey, who else knows Drag On? Hey,
What's it all about?
Say it.
What's it all about?
Party people.
What's it all about? Hey, what's it all about?
Nobody
knows that.
Like nobody. The stupid things that I know and say and do that be quotes from songs and movies and comedy like skits. Nobody knows except for y'all. It is a bond that I can't share with anybody outside of my twin brother. So it was very much just, it was supposed to happen.
Very organic, very genuine.
It was supposed to happen.
Very coincidental.
Yeah.
It was another thing to speak in regards to the universe, because before we even started the show, we had Danny De Niro. Danny De Niro was supposed to be the female, because we wanted the feminine energy. So we had Danny De Niro.
And how y'all end up with this nigga then?
Well, Danny De Niro, she didn't do the work. She talked great. She know how to argue. So we were leading up to the Damn album. She wouldn't listen. She wasn't listening to the album. So when I called her, I'd be like, hey, you listen? Oh man, I work and I ain't get a chance to da da da. So she got phased out. But Danny De Niro did show up to Cherry's house, and we had a sit down. It was me, Christ, and Danny De Niro, and she was on point. But like I said, she can argue, even though she don't really know the depths. She just know how to argue. She know how to twist. She's kind of like me. But I got the depth though.
You are a twist king.
So she know how to twist and shout.
Keep doing that.
Yes.
So what the fuck are you doing?
What was that? Don't do that.
That's my dance.
No, that's different. But
Well, shit.
but yeah,
my jam.
then you came through later, and like I said, yes, it was the energy, the knowledge, the depth, and like I said, just the things that no one else knows, and it's like, yeah, she got to be a co-host. And I think you became an official co-host. I
became an official co-host in season 2. Got demoted because I had talked some shit. I got demoted back on the 5 Heartbeats episode, got demoted back to special guest, and then towards season 3 got brought back as a co-host. And then season 4 got told to go start Bad Boy, got brought back.
I forgot about that one. That was a very interesting time.
That was a great time in our lives.
Did you start Bad Boy?
No, but I did this time. When the show was taken away from me, I started Bad Boy. Gotcha. But the last time I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But it was because I had more thoughts and I wanted to have more input than I should have had at the time as somebody just coming in. But y'all wouldn't even have a show if it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Who knows if we would got past the second season if we left Fishbowl. Or we probably would have kept going to Fishbowl.
I mean, I would have eventually would have been like, yo, let's do our own thing, because it's like, yo, we paying $200 a month, so it's like we need to. That would have been the mindset regardless.
I got y'all first piece of celebrity recognition, like in real life.
That is fair.
Me always talking about Albie Shore.
Hey, I've been recognized.
He
by
reposted
celebrities.
our shit on Instagram.
I've been recognized by celebrities before. I told you I talked to Fonte a couple times.
Got us our real first piece of celebrity recognition.
We're not talking about Fonte
because of my I'll be sure obsession. But then I bring a lot of goofiness and actual facts and
the energy. Yeah, the energy was different because I was actually like when Levi Ethan started coming to
Leviathan.
Levi Ethan started coming to the show because my mindset was like, damn, I want to keep everything in house. People coming up to just to chill is one thing, but actually bringing people on the show that hasn't been on the phone and get what we're doing and can contribute to where just random people, because I don't think you even told me. You was like, hey, Levi Ethan. I think he just showed up and was like, hey, this is Levi Ethan, he liked the show, and then he became a part of the show. Then I think Ronnie came through, and then you was over the phone at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, it was like, okay, the energy was different. It pretty much took conversations to levels and areas that I didn't see. And then, with you and your knowledge, it pretty much, as well as concepts for shows like the Wishing While White. We did the High Five show,
the Being Beige trilogy, the whole third season that led up to the Can't Stop, Won't Stop was me.
Not the whole.
The lead up kind of was.
The lead up was me. You're a lie.
No, you said the whole.
No, the whole lead up to
that. Talking about like the 5 Heartbeats. Okay, the trilogy, Andre Harrell. That's because that was the last.
It was J. Cole, but it was Albie and then
Heavy D.
Heavy D.
Yeah, so yeah, that's her.
Okay.
I have good concepts. What else you got on there about me?
But
while we talk,
that's all I got.
Lorenz Stotts.
I gave you Lorenz. I give you some good quotables. Squoze. I give y'all some good quotables. There's a lot of shit that you have to cut out because of me. But that's part in the fun. But since we're talking about me, you've never even thanked that man for me. And you owe that man.
When you sneeze, I know you're lying.
No, that means you're telling the truth.
No, that means God saying, hey, cut that shit out.
Nope. When you sneeze, that means you telling the truth. You owe that man a thank you for bringing me into your life. Just period.
I did say the podcast. Technically. Just about be talking about Chucky Booker one day.
You wouldn't even have a show if it wasn't for Faye.
If it weren't for me spreading my wings, you would never met me.
Okay.
All right.
You'll never get that. You got it. You got an apology. Don't push it. Don't push it.
Too much.
It's appreciated. I said, hey, I'm the one that's sitting there saying, your knowledge and all of that. That's an appreciation. Don't take it too far.
I like flowers.
I like flowers.
You're getting them right now. You're getting them right now. So with the highlights, meme highlights. So let's see. Off top, versus.
Stolen.
We was doing verses before verses. 2017, bud.
What was that first one?
Well, the first one technically was All Eyes on Me versus Illmatic.
And I won that one.
That was meme number 4.
I thought it was Me Against the World.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Me Against the World.
It's Me Against.
Yeah,
I thought it was Me Against. I've listened.
I put the wrong name down. It's Me Against the World. Thank you.
You're welcome. Look at what I do. Look at what I do.
People would have been like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Right.
They wouldn't have cared.
They wouldn't have cared.
What episode was that? I can't find it.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to find. Look at me.
He said All Eyes on Me. So yeah, Me Against the World versus Illmatic. We did SWV versus Escape 2017. That was meme number 8.
Jodeci
or 9
versus Boys to Men.
Yes.
Yeah, we did that one.
That was meme number 10.
And then we did Anita versus
Sade.
But then even with that one, we changed that one. That wasn't a versus. It was a celebration.
Rapture, Anita Baker's Rapture versus
Love
Deluxe. Sade. So we was doing verses before verses. And who right after that started
One's Gotta Go.
biting the style?
Oh goddamn! With Kev on stage.
No, yes. Yep,
All-
they
all-
did
all
the
Def
verses.
Digital?
All Def Digital stole that, and then we started doing the One's Gotta Go.
Then Kev on stage.
And
stole
then
that one.
Kev on stage decided that he was going to borrow that concept and take it to All Def Digital. And we'd been doing One's Gotta Go since 2017, 2018.
2018.
I remember the All Eyes on Me, Doggy Style and Chronic.
And then we did the Guy, Keith Sweat, and I'll Be
Effect
Sure.
Mode.
That was a goodie. That was a good one.
So it's what we brought to the table early, especially the SWV versus Escape, being that happened this year with the verses.
Yes, that actually happened.
We know what it is.
So then just run through these. Season 3, this when we got real disrespectful. We got Kanye's College Dropout is not a classic.
Facts.
Then we followed that up with Biggie's Ready to Die is not a classic.
Facts.
So just the opening of season 3, we was wilding.
But we were being truthful.
Yeah, so it wasn't like we were just talking reckless. We pretty much brought a great deal of points to the table. Then rest in peace to meme number 27, always in our heart.
No, it's not.
Mace is not top 10 in his own top 10. That was actually a dope episode.
It was because it was factual.
Yeah, and we played
The Murder Mace.
Murder Mace with Children of the Corn with Big L and Cameron. So, like I said, even though we make fun and, the titles might throw you off, we pretty much show appreciation, but at the same time, we talk our shit for the most part. Then following that, M.E.M.E is not top 10. And then J. Cole is not good enough, season 3.
Because all of that is true.
Right. So that was season 3.
Amazing season.
Unforgettable shows that we've done. Blame Michael Jackson for mumble rap. Now that started off season 4.
The most but you forgot the 5 Heartbeats. That's an unforgettable show.
We still have to finish that show.
Yeah, we will be coming back around to do that.
Yeah, that show deserves 3+ hours.
Yeah, so blame Michael Jackson for mumble rap. We went through a great deal of the history as to why, taken from meme number 12. So we pulling from old shows that we did to give you update to, speak on the topic at hand. A great deal of mumble rappers in the 90s and the 2000s. And then we had a great conversation about the new generation, the death culture, the drug and lean culture in regards to that. So
and talked about mental health.
Right. So not only we just don't be on here just running our mouths all over the place. We have purpose. We have great content. We give you history. We give you backstories.
We sound like whale right now.
Nah, fam. Don't do that.
Give us our flowers.
Nah, fam.
Please.
No, we do it. We do it. Give R. Kelly a pass and the dangers of muting R. Kelly. Hashtag Thanos edition.
I brought you all the facts.
You wanted all the facts.
She wanted all the facts. Brought all the facts. And brought in a lot of your white idols.
The Whitles.
Your whitles.
With the Geppettos.
Who are puppeteers.
In this industry.
In all industries.
Freaks in the industries.
So yeah, that was a memorable show, or a memorable series. So the give R. Kelly a pass. He gave us 12 play. We did that pre-Surviving R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. And then when the Surviving R. Kelly dropped, we did the dangers of muting R. Kelly. We did a 3-part series.
And I told you, clairvoyant, that there was going to be a season 2. And what happened? Season 2.
That didn't get off the ground though.
It did. It's on Netflix.
Oh, you said it didn't have the same.
He didn't have the same how we're talking about the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. But season 2 still happened.
It is now in court though.
So then we had the Scrubs versus Pigeons, the birth of Hot Boy Summer. We did that show.
I remember that one. That's a goodie.
Where you blame Destiny's Child.
Oh, Bills. Here it is.
So we did that show. A lot of people forgot about that. What people know about Scrubs, but they don't know about Sporty Thieves and the Pigeon song.
No.
Pigeons. So not only we just talked about the song, but we tied it back to a 20-year, like again, us going into our whole realm of thought, tied it into like a 20-year cycle.
Oh yeah, I gave you the every 20-year summary. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid. Look at me. I'm smart, you guys.
You got it. Give you your props, your
Thank
flowers.
you. Please, I'll take them.
So then we got the t-shirts, the ideas that never came to fruition.
I think
But we shall see.
One of those we got to bring back out.
What is it?
Do it for the cause, not because.
Do it for the cause. But
We got to
not
bring it back
because.
out because he's back out.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice one.
But I was gonna say I was gonna reverse it. Do it for because, not the cause. That fucking cause, nigga.
Yeah, folks ain't riding with you.
Hell yeah.
So we did the Bill Cosby is not himself episode where we talked about Bill Cosby himself, and then we talked about his legacy.
You saw how I stopped nodding and just looked directly at you.
We talked about his contribution to the culture, and pretty much he's surpassed Edie Murphy and all the comics and what he brought to the table with the Cosby Show, and then going back to his music, going back to the Cosby Show in the 60s and what he represented and what the image that he wanted to represent for Black culture. So we had to do it for the cause, not because. So then we had I forgot this just popped in my head. Was it Be Like Bobby V, not Bobby B?
Mm-hmm.
Slow down.
Slow down.
I just wanna get
To know you,
but
don't turn around. Because he don't want to find out that you're a man. It look like a man.
So we had to edit shit. But then Throwing Hands Across America.
Bitches.
After the Us movie, the holding,
And the-
what was it called? Holding Hands?
Focus.
No, it was Hands Across America.
Oh yeah, Hands Across
It was
America.
it was Fuck Us.
Yeah, it was Fuck Us, but we put parentheses we had Focus and then Fuck. It was either one, but it was like Focus on what we were talking about. We had the Focus Part 1, which was Us, and then Fuck Us, which was the Gemini Man 2, or the Gemini Man. So we will do a Part 3 one day. But the Hands Across America in the Us movie, we said, hey,
He's got another one coming out, so I feel like that should be it.
nope.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
So yeah, when we
It ain't gonna be no fucking us. Put
it down. So yeah, that should be the name of this one. No, I'm saying like Fuck Us,
Yeah.
Focus, Part 3. This for this episode.
It ain't gonna be no fucking us.
We're putting it down. So we had the Throwing Hands Across America. We were supposed to
Bitches.
put that on the t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And then when J. Cole dissed us the first time, we were kind of tripping, right?
Right.
But now he dissed us again. We give a fuck. So yeah, so we had the Some Niggas Make Millions, Other Niggas Make Memes.
Mimes.
Mine.
So if you know our
Mine.
show, we don't call our shows shows or episodes. They're called memes. At this point, as you can see in the background, we're on meme number 86. So why would J. Cole say, some niggas make millions, other niggas make memes?
Because we have destroyed his life on multiple platforms. We even went on another nigga show
And disrespected.
and disrespected him.
But meme number 3, we talked about J. Cole. Meme number 33,
In the Being Beige Chronicles.
the Being Based Trill OG. J. Cole is not good enough.
Because he's not.
A solid conversation. And then we get dissed on the what is it called? Enough or a lot with 21 Savage We got dissed on that, and then he dissed us on off season.
Yeah.
But Nas got us for that. He got him back.
Yeah, he brushed him under the rug for us.
Oh yeah, say if you're broke, dissing a millionaire, the joke's on you.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, he said envy. He said something about envy. I don't know the bars.
And then
I don't listen to that, man.
where music and movies everyone must envy. He's talking about us.
Right. So you got to peep the science, bud.
Yet again.
Talking slick, boy, but we appreciate the
But he
sub
won't
respect.
come to Dallas.
Yeah, he came to Oak Cliff looking for us. We talked about that on
He know
season 6.
But see, here's the thing. What
When
I
they
told
diss
you
us.
went on, and I told you the same thing on that show. When a nigga looking for you, like really looking for you,
They
they
gonna
gonna find you. They're not gonna go looking in a place where they know you not.
That's true.
That mean he ain't listened to shit since the Arsenio episode, and he thought that niggas actually still lived in Oak Cliff.
Well, the nerve of you for putting out my address out here in these streets.
The nerve of a nigga. And then last but not least, the origins of the Week Box Bonanza. Week Box has been a theme
Epidemic.
And that is correct.
since the Gemini Man.
A weak box Buffett.
So
Corner
it all
movie.
started with the Gemini Man and the CGI box that Will Smith had, or the
Green screen box.
What would you call that? A frog box?
the younger Will Smith and Gemini Man, the CGI box.
They could have got Willow to play that.
Willow. So we started with the week box. That's what's the hashtag for that. As you know, we do hashtags for each show. So then there were several after that. I don't remember off top, but it became a running joke.
Juice. That was a good one. New Jack City. That was a good one. House Party.
Soul Food. What is a weak box guy in there?
Oh
somewhere?
yeah, because Ahmad's box was bad.
Fucked up.
Because of the bird. Goddamn bird.
Then
Waiting to Exel.
then we had it transitioned over to Inkwell. Weak box in regards to the older
That was a stink box.
is weak. I think that transitioned over to waiting to excel as well. Hating to excel, as
Or
we call
stop inhaling.
it. The weak box.
Or the
It's a
crying.
weak box of cigarettes.
The convention of crying. See you next Tuesdays.
So yeah, so we've done a great deal for the culture, and this was the conversation that Fee and I had. Like some of the things, like what we just broke down and ran through, like we were just going back and forth with, things that we've contributed to the culture, shows, topics, like, oh, remember we did this, da da da. So it's like I said, this is just the gist of, like, we've done probably like over 90 shows, because we got the meme off airs that aren't just readily available on Spotify or YouTube. We got shows that's in the tuck, like the Neo Soul and the Wishing While White. So we probably done close to 100 shows for the past 4 years that we've been doing this show. So this is the setup for what to expect for season 8. So what we're gonna do, and we're not gonna give you the titles because y'all might try to take what I say on this show and run with it and try to create a show around it. But
You're going to see that shit on Facebook.
immediately,
And you know who I'm talking to. Called you about this last week. Oh, y'all know, y'all have met me. I'm not about that bullshit. Stop it.
So we got season 8 already. They're not done in regards to recording, but we know what direction we're gonna move in.
You not gonna hit them with that Nas album done, and it ain't done, and it's not prepared.
No, we've already. So what we're gonna do is go through each season and create shows that embody the essence of that season. All right. So expect another verses. Expect another appreciation, as we did the Cash Money appreciation, the No Limit appreciation. Expect such and such is not a classic on some disrespect. It may not be this is not a classic, but it's going to be something disrespectful. The decoding that we've done in toward the latter, like season 4, and began, which jumped off our meme-spiracy theories. We did the light skin, what is that, the Being Beige trilogy. Be on the lookout for another one. Be on the lookout for a Tales from the Dark Side. We've done that trilogy. We just finished season 7, which is the soundtrack to life, where we did movies and movies that had dope soundtracks. So be on the lookout for another one. And then also we're going to revisit shows that we didn't have enough time to get our bars off. I'm not going to tell you which one they are, but we will be revisiting certain shows, epic shows, and then adding certain things that we forgot that would have took it to the next level. So be on the lookout. Season 8, where we show you why we're great. And that's the reason behind that slogan. All right?
That's the reason for the season.
The reason for the season. Anything else y'all want to add before we close out?
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. That's all I got.
All right, so this concludes the season premiere of season 8, where we show you why we're great. Meme number 86, entitled, "We would like to thank us." Hashtag Maul gone, Rari gone, who but us? Hashtag, let me get to these other hashtags. Hashtag, y'all wouldn't be together if it wasn't for Fee. Hashtag, you see what we mean. Hashtag, it's just meme against the world, baby.
Meme against the world.
I got nothing to lose. It's just meme against the world, baby.
Meme against the world.
Hashtag, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. Hashtag, it's hard to read when shit is together.
Street memes.
Hashtag, we are the reason for the season. Hashtag, street memes are made of these. So you can find us on Spotify, Apple
Hashtag
Podcast.
niggas trying to riff like meme. We need to put that in there because niggas is steadily stealing.
Niggas trying to riff like. Write that down. Put that in your phone. Send that in a text message. Send that in a text message. So we talked about we stopped and the world stopped. Pretty much getting into why we stepped down. The debacle, the fiasco that happened. Gun case was dropped. The gun charges were dropped, so we good. What you missed from us and what you missed from us. Hashtag double Aunt Andre. And last but not least, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down memory lane.
Got it again.
So yes, and our highlights.
Highlights.
So join us next week for meme number 87, where we'll do an appreciation show for Chadwick Boseman. It's late. I'm sorry.
It's getting late.
I don't want to be here.
But yeah.
I'm here though.
Okay.
So join us next week for Meme 87, where we'll do an appreciation show for Chadwick Boseman. So where you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting season 7 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 6, pre and post shows, and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a meme-ber. So in closing,
I ain't trying to lead you to Jesus. I'm just trying to lead you to Jesus.
I can't do anything after that. That was Jesus. Okay. Good night, everyone. All right.
and I end by saying CEX, I believe we next, sex addicts, we the best at it. I love sex. Media is where it happens. This is the Meme Podcast. When it comes to Black entertainment, we reign supreme, all facts. We are the supreme meme team. We clout chasing, keeping up, and about waking people up. We honor both. If you have a problem with that,
pull up if you want that smoke.
And it'll be that way until I say cease.
We out of here. Peace.
You're now listening to me. are now listening to